And I think we're yes, we are. We're good. We're good. Hi, everybody.
Hi. Howdy.
Oh, today was a day. We are a little bit late, but we have an actual minute one. Thanks to Vic, not a 2-minute one like this other hacking one over here. Welcome. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Hogwarts Prep. This is a 5e game. It's turning on the fan. There we go. It's a Hi, 5e game. This is everyone here's first campaign. It's a Harry Potter theme in the year 1942 currently. We're in that time frame. Right after the last movie with Newt, right before the next one. So we'll see how many of our they're all wrong. Every single thing that I've written is not what's going to happen at all.
Oh yeah, we're totally.
Yeah, we're 100%. We went off script like session 3.
Jeez.
Never to return.
Nope. Sarah, better love story than Twilight. Sorry, still a better love story than Twilight. But
it was not that.
First, well, I'm trying to gather together my thoughts and look for my DM book. We would like to just give a shout out to Talon and Claw. They made this beautiful DM screen, and they have some nice dice rolls, guys. Dice rolls. And if you guys want a 10% off code, you just use Divine Conquer. Go their Etsy link is below if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. Same thing, just scroll down, you'll see it. Click on it and get some nice shit for you. Let's do some anything to announce. I know we're still brainstorming on the Extra Life, which
I will say I did give that table at Extra Life the link to our stream, so if they are watching, we're still working on it.
Yeah, we're debating what we're gonna do since we have now 5 streams a week. So 5 streams for a week. So we're trying to see how and one Jesus.
And one Jesus.
I've been getting an average like 4 hours of sleep every week. Jess is not here. She is stuck in a portal, and we captured that portal through a pocket dimension.
No, I cast 8 though.
Oh, it's a gate spell?
Yeah, it's just gate.
Yeah. So if you cannot, we cannot see Jess at all.
You can't see me, but I'm here.
We can move her if you want.
You can't see me, but I'm here.
Well, whatever Jess feels more comfortable with, I guess. But Jess is here. So, all right. I'm Jesus. I will be y'all's DM for today. Let's.
I'm here.
Hi. Let's go around the table, starting that way because we always start with you.
I know.
Which is your cue.
Hi.
To put her button.
My buttons. Yes.
Is it going? Hey, there you go.
Hi. I'm Stephanie. I'm gonna be playing Sonya today. And I'm a divination witch from Hufflepuff, and I feel like I need to know more stuff soon, so we'll find out.
I'm Josh. I'll be playing Jericho, and you know the rest.
It's episode 27.
It's 27.
You know what's happening.
You know what I am.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'll be playing Ferris, a light domain cleric from Slytherin House that doesn't have any risk of luck withdrawals this episode, unless I happen to use 5 of them.
You
I
could.
can only use 3 a day, so...
You could.
Oh, boy.
I'll be playing Artie. My name is Justin, and I am a Paladin Bard.
Yeah.
Palabard.
Yeah.
Bardadin.
You know, I played a rogue named Mia.
Inspire me.
Why? It's not working.
And you had to press really hard.
Oh, yeah, you got it. I did.
That's Artie.
That's Artie. And then I clicked.
And Mia's not showing up? There it is.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, you just have to be extra hard.
You have to click off of Artie.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay. But, and then we're introducing now Lee, our temp. Windows, do not update.
Oh, Lord.
Do not update.
Hit snooze.
Oh, it's not letting me.
Oh, goodness.
But Lee, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hi, hey, I'm Lee. I play Bones. I am a sorcerer, and I have wild magic. And there's a dragon brother floating around there somewhere, sleeping, unfortunately, sometimes.
It's right there.
And that's it.
And then off camera, but surely still here, Jess.
Hi. So I'm Jess. I am playing a Neff, who is a Hufflepuff Barbarian. She'd like to smash things with her maul, and we're doing a quest right now to find all of the shit for my werewolfness.
Yep. And you are a little sick, but I'm not gonna hold that against you.
And I'm a sick girl. I'm a sick girl in a sick world. It's fun.
That is more true than you think, dog. All right, let's roll that intro. Okay. I mean, I would prefer if she's there, but she says she can't see anything.
Yeah.
So
it's a small thing,
so yeah.
Am I tripping, or did we just get a Twitch Prime sub?
Do we have a sub?
Oh wait, no, that's the chat.
Oh, hi chat.
We have the chat scrolling on screen on.
Yeah, it's always like that. Yeah, it's really cool.
We've had
And speaking of subs, we should thank Carl. Sorry, 1980. I'm sorry, dude. I'm butchering your name. 1981. There's Dan Garza 79 and Shelby Ping Art. Thank you guys for subbing. Appreciate it. I will learn names.
Thank you.
But
We hope y'all enjoy this.
yeah, please. Let's do some recap, and then we'll get right into the fray.
Do you want me to move her?
Yeah, move her in a way that you
learned
can see her,
something.
please. I would appreciate that, and I'm sure the audience would too.
Okay.
So, last game, the party was at Edward's house, which is Edward Info, Neff's father. He told you guys the ingredients that you needed to gather to make the Wolf's Vein potion, which is a potion that Neff's been drinking every single month to not change into a wolf form. Well, this epic fest quest kind of sent you guys in different directions. Within a couple of days, depending on who went to get what, Artie and Neff went to go get some silver, Dittany, and Moonshroud. Mia and Edward got, Moonseed. Mia and Edward got some Moonshroud. Sonya, Jericho, and Ferris went to the coast to get the Moonstone. Borlong and Bones went to the top of the mountains where there was some hot spring to get the Valerian roots. You encountered some problems along the way. Some sleeping wolves, a bald man with emerald eyes, and a polar bear. Sad polar bear. The man with the bald head and emerald eyes had a very powerful poisonous gas that left one member unconscious and the other member, I believe, bloodied. So getting all these items, gathering together, we're going to fast forward a couple of days so everyone meets up at around the same time, and we were going to start 4 days for the full moon.
Oh my.
Yep, 4 days for the full moon. So, that is where we are going to be. So, you guys see currently after it's been a full day or so of travel. So Neff and Artie, full HP, full spells. You guys didn't take a short rest, so all that is back up. The campfire is apparently very strong with this Woodlands campsite. Oh, that's probably because of this campsite. Thank you, Tabletop Audio, for being amazing. And it's just me that doesn't know how to read. So, as I quickly type the word forest in here and just play this. So, everyone is at the Info's family home. If I remember correctly, Mia has encouraged the Omegas to fight for competition. And so they are at the current moment. As Def and Artie are currently getting back into the bottom of this little pocket in the mountainside, you hear commotion and fighting, but you can easily see from your distance that it's just the kids. A little extra encouraged, let's say. I don't know. Artie, have you seen the children do their martial arts?
I don't think they really did anything against the Dementors or anything. Right?
No, you just saw one of them. So, not that it sounds out, because from your background you can see a trained individual when you see one, but they're really nimble, and they know how to throw a punch, for sure. So, you currently going down, Neff and Artie, and seeing them. It's the post,
like right? It's been like a whole day, right?
It's been it takes a day to travel. So getting the stuff, resting, traveling a day back. You
I have a question.
Yes. What's your question?
Okay, we were going to collect the moon seed and the Dittany on the way back.
Yes, which
Did we do that?
yes we said that at the end of the game, and if not, then you can easily pay it up, because those are the ones that are not really that harmful for anybody.
We did it.
You did it. You have enough. That happened.
We did it.
Yes, because
We got it.
you're just gonna do this. And, that one did not have any traps like the rest of the items.
Should
But
we write down how many we got?
I have it actually all written down, what everybody has, and all the spoils, and we'll get that in a minute.
Okay.
But for the past day or so, everyone has been at the camp. Edward has started already the process, and through Ferris's slightly scoopy nose, you are becoming his. Since Neff isn't here, and there is a definite spark in his eye that you understand what he's saying, and you can follow, and sometimes even getting the certain item or answering the question before it's finished. This is different for him. You can definitely tell, especially being traveling with Neff for so long. This isn't her forte, so there is a little bit of a happiness in his voice as like, oh, finally someone gets me. So as the children are fighting, in these past couple of days, there's definitely some deer that's been hunted. There's enough food that is being stored. There are some leaves and plants that he's been gathering, some nuts and whatnot, through the river that you guys pass. You can grab some water. So you have supplies and food, just not necessarily a place to sleep. Most of the kids are used to this and sleeping where they can, using the blanket or two that they've stored. And the people that want to cuddle into the tent can't. Borlong, easy enough, can sleep on the floor. You guys have your travel equipment as you were coming back. But as all this is being said and done, as you guys see Artie and Neff coming from the top of the hills, going downwards into where you guys are at, what do you wish to do? It is currently a little past 1, so it's slightly hot, but the shade from the trees is welcome. The breeze is slow. Since it's so, not loud, but so much activity, wildlife does not tend to come near you. It's isolated, nice, comfortable. What do you guys do?
I am feverishly taking notes.
Okay.
Like, I have, this man has my full attention. I'm enamored with because as far as I know, this kind of potion shouldn't exist.
It does, yeah.
So the very fact that I'm seeing it being made in front of me, I'm taking everything down to the most minute detail.
As Edward is currently speaking to you, and I'm trying my best to gather the specific notes. So, you have pen, paper, good.
Of course.
Of course you would. When everything's said and done, I'm gonna give you specific instructions, and you need to do this at the full moon.
Gotcha.
So, you got your pen. I'm waiting for Orion to actually get his pen out.
I already have my pencil. I'm just gonna flip to a random page. All right, go.
Okay, so here is what we're gonna need. So the moon shroud specifically, we're currently having it soaking in water, as you see, and it's getting diluted. And as soon as that, we're gonna get some little droppers. He looks at you. We need red dye or somehow to make this red. The reason why is because it has an odd property when red liquid is introduced to it. Depending on how feverishly it turns red, either blood red or pink, or completely diluted into white, we need it as close to the middle as possible. That's what we need. So we needed to do that on the day of, diluted with something red. I had dye, but I have none here. And if not, we just need to do our best and guess. Use your blood. Do you say that out loud? It's not a bad idea. I just don't know if it's gonna have any effects. If we use wolf blood, muggle blood, or wizard blood, we can make test potions. As his interest is piqued, I just don't want to risk taking a potion and wolf out.
Try my blood.
Oh no, we've technically got all three. Well, yeah, mostly all three.
And you see that he has this container that has up to 14 rows, and each one has individual pockets. Mm-hmm. And some are just dips, some are completely squares. One is a circular little pocket with like a glass cover, and it looks like this is just the right. Like it looks like it's hand carved, and this is where he puts all the potions. And he only has 5 rows right now because we can only make 5 potions with all the materials. There's leftover components, and he's been going through his brain of what he's going to make with this to aid you guys. All right, so that's gonna be yeah. The silver. As soon as you guys start coming here, first he goes and hugs Neff. We need this to be. We can pre-make this now. We need this grinded as powdered as all possible. And the grinding stone that he puts out, that's what we need. And the grind this. The finer, the better. And we need to collect it until it makes about 3 pounds. And we're gonna dilute
3
that.
pounds?
Yeah, we're gonna put that into this. And he said it's a giant fucking iron cobble pot. Then the valerium that so he puts a root against these vine grips that are currently and he's using this piping because he doesn't have his components, and so there's just lead pipe that he has, and he's currently squeezing ever so slowly the root. You just get tiny little drops, and then you see he has like a little makeshift eyedropper next to it, and he's just collecting every single ounce of liquid that the root has. The Dittany.
One moment.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. The Dittany, he's explaining that it needs to be cut with the knife and scraped off. And then he's going to use the same squeezing technique to start rolling and squeezing the liquid off of it to also have some drops. He warns that you need gas mask and gloves for the moon trap, but that he is slowly okay, so that one also needs to be grinded up, but as
Which
soon the moon seeds. So he's taking the leaves off, so it's just the pure leaves that he's collecting and weighing it at the moment. Again with the gas mask and gloves, and this needs to be grinded, but he's waiting until the days of, so he can grind it because he needs to pocket it immediately to not let air in. And you see that little circle, the glass hood that kind of covers in the 14 packet that he has, but some of the glass is broken, so he has little vials and he wants to wait just in case. The moonstone, that needs to be cooked over an open flame for 5 hours, slowly, so the stone can actually liquefy. And then when it does, he's going to bottle it up and it's going to become solid. He's letting all the impurities come out, and then that's going to be used in the final components. But he's going to need help with these things, so if anyone wants to help with any of this, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
I want to grind up the silver.
Okay.
With also the pedestal. What was it?
Yes, pedestal for it.
like a mortar and pestle.
Yeah.
It has a thing, so you can like.
But
Backtracking just a little bit. The moonstone.
But also with my hammer,
Oil
because I
for
want to
hours,
try it.
liquid.
The boil for how long?
5 hours.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna be helping that. Artie, what are you doing? Because I know you rose in.
So I feel bad about losing my last fight.
And then
So I
be a
go up to
solid
where all the
man.
kids are fighting and
Sure.
say, I have next.
You just gonna fight one of the kids?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
A grown ass man. All right.
I
Were you
need a
taking
win
notes
in
too?
my life.
But maybe
No, but I was
non-magic
thinking
fighting,
about
right?
what
Just hand to hand.
I'm okay with it.
I was hoping somebody else
Okay.
besides me was taking notes, so that
one
I'm
of them,
shorthanding this.
But I do
Kinda-
This is my chaotic neutral coming out.
Is Mia the one like
Fight little
judging the
kid.
fights?
You want to judge the fight?
Are you like the
Okay.
ringmaster? Like, all right,
Yeah.
you're next.
Let's.
I
That's
like
the
come
scene
up and I
I think.
point at the one
Yeah.
that looks the weakest. and
The
I
weakest?
challenge him.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okie dokie.
That'd
Are
be
you comfortable hustling this kid?
6-year-old Douglas.
Oh
No!
Bring it, Douglas.
All right, brown hair, scruffy, Douglas. He's like,
I want to make sure this is like non-deadly. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want to risk it.
okay, non-lethal.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, and you don't want to die. Me, are you judging this fight?
You
Ian?
don't want to die.
I don't.
Are you
wanna
judging
die.
this fight?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna move these here, so she will referee for you guys.
So,
All right.
could I disguise myself as Douglas and go against him?
Sure. Roll me a stealth to do this.
Yes!
D20, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Roll me stealth. So see if he's passively looking at this. So you got the expertise. 14. What is your passive perception? Which would be 10 plus your perception.
10 plus my perception.
Yeah.
Perception
Your
and
modifier.
wisdom.
Yeah.
So
Modifier.
13, and then do I add my proficiency for being?
No,
So it's 10 plus your wisdom plus your if it's bubbled in your proficiency as well.
Okay, so 13, 14, 15, so 25.
25.
Is
So-
that right?
No. What's your wisdom modifier?
the
My,
modifier button.
oh, okay, the mod. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So that's 1 for the modifier.
Okay. Are you proficient in perception?
I am.
Okay, so that's plus
So-
2,
Mm-hmm.
so 3. So your passive perception is 13.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
was like, that seems crazy.
Yeah. So, since he's not actively looking for you to this, we're rolling against his passive, and just by 1, you do manage to get Douglas, talk to him, and then you just come out transformed as Douglas.
You finally met your match, Douglas.
I rolled my tiny sleeves up.
Aww.
He's acting not timid at all now. Not that he was
Oh, he got
originally,
the
but
victory.
yeah. All right. So I need both of you guys to roll me initiative.
Yay! Can I help boil moonstone?
You're
Did
completely
anybody say they were
unarmed,
doing
right?
that one?
Yeah, unarmed. If that's what you're doing.
I got 18.
I also got 18,
Oh, God.
Oh.
and then I got plus 2 to my initiative.
All right. So that's
So
20
she has
total.
plus
Oh, I
4.
have plus 4.
Oh, well then, all right, then you're gonna go first. Okay, so as soon as you guys get there, this little box circle that's been drawn with the stick and put all the leaves and all the stones, so when you fall, it doesn't really hurt yourself. It's a good 15 by 15. It's a solid space for light sparring. And when all the kids start going in, what's everyone else's passive perception?
16.
12.
Are you serious? Nice.
14.
13.
Okay. So, Jericho, you definitely did notice that. And you know what's up.
I think mine's 12.
Okay, so yeah, you also don't notice.
As I'm
14.
walking
I
up,
matched
Oh,
it.
then yes, you do see. Sorry.
as I'm walking up, can I like inspire myself a little bit? As
Of
I'm
course,
walking
you
up?
can always you can talk. Yeah, you can always talk yourself up. Yeah.
And it's like just a little kid.
Going down, Douglas.
Oh,
Oh my god.
this is gonna be a good
It
game.
is chaotic neutral.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Of course it is.
You just as you're like, I can
I just
fucking
need
take
to
this
win.
kid. I can fucking take this kid on, and like,
Get them
Give-
W, boys.
give yourself a D6 inspiration. All right.
Right there.
So, Douglas, what do you wish to do? Who's refereeing this?
Oh, you were supposed to referee. I'm not even worried about
Well,
it.
since we
Like,
did
I just
that-
want to fight the kid. I'm not
Okay.
even looking for the referee.
I think Jericho should, since he knows what's up.
I mean, that's up to you, Jericho.
I feel like he should.
Do you want
Roll
to?
referee.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Because he
All right.
knows, like, what's going on.
Okay, Jericho instinctually decides that he's gonna referee. So he walks up, puts y'all's fists together, as you've seen them do many a time. All right, and as soon as he lets go,
All right, no low blows.
no love, love.
Yeah.
As soon as he lets go, you know that the fight's on, and so as soon as that Jericho lets go, takes 3 steps back, kind of braces himself, so he knows what's up a little bit. And in that second that you're looking at him brace himself, Mia takes the first strike. What are you doing?
I can't use my weapons, right?
I mean, you
The
can, but the
rules
rules said
say
no.
no, but
You
you
can
can
do
do
whatever
what
you
you
want.
want.
Depends on how you want to do this. You do look like Douglas now, so technically all your weapons and everything fuse. If you want to look exactly like him, so you just look like a kid with scraps.
So, can I still use, what's it called? The silent image?
You can cast a spell, but you also know that he's a muggle,
Okay.
so they won't be able to really. It depends on what you want to do. If you want to cast a spell, you need to take out your wand and cast it.
Okay, so never mind. Let's not do that. Okay, so,
Is that for cantrips too?
It depends. Role playing wise, you can choose for our Harry Potter purposes.
Is that a cantrip?
No.
Yeah, I think minor illusion would be a level 1 spell. So
Okay.
what do you do, Douglas?
So I try to kick him in the face.
All right, roll me an attack.
I got, what is it? 3?
3. So this would be an unarmed. So this would be just
What
since
is
you're
the
not
plus for that?
proficient in it, just be your because none of you guys are martial arts. It'll just be your dex, d20 plus dex, and it'll be your d20 plus your strength. We're just doing fist fights.
Modifier?
Yeah, strength modifier.
So 8, so 11?
11. All right. So what is your AC currently?
Hold on. So the attack bonus is just
It'll be
whatever the modifier is?
yeah. So like, what's your strength? +4, I believe.
My strength is +4.
Yeah. So it'll be d20 +4.
Oh.
And like, what's your dex? +3, +4,
Plus 8.
plus.
Her dex is
Oh,
+4.
dexterity plus.
Okay,
But I have the
yeah.
plus 8.
That's to use your
That's
weapons
the-
because
okay.
you know how to use
Well,
these.
that's for your stealth. That's your
Yeah.
expertise.
Yeah, and that's yeah.
So,
So
okay, so 4. So 7.
7. As you see Douglas go up, I'm sure 7 misses your unless you're. Do you have your armor?
My
on?
armor class is 16. I do
So you-
have the armor.
So you have all your. As Douglas goes for a punch and this kid has got nothing on you. All right. That was an attack. You can. What do you want to do? You can bonus action dash, disengage, move. Well, if you want to move out of combat, it'll be a disengage.
Okay.
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
I'm just like,
I just remembered my luck. Okay. So, I want to hide.
Okay, so
I
you're
hide.
you're in a circle. You're in a circle.
Okay.
So it's a little hard.
Yeah.
This was purchased for a reason, right? Let's use this.
Nice. Whoa. Got fancy. Let's get ready to rumble.
Enter the octagon.
And if you press where it says flag, thank you. All right, it's gonna show up eventually. But okay.
Yeah.
I doubt
It
it.
just went to the battle thing.
Oh
Not what you wanted.
no, press flag. Go back and then press flag. So Artie, it is currently your turn. What do you do? Hiding. There is no real place to actually hide. Thank you.
Sorry.
You're good. Because you have, unless you leave combat, Mr. Douglas, because it's all open.
Can I sneak attack by trying to, like, trip him?
You can. You need something to give you the sneak attack. Currently, so if an ally is next to him, or if you hide and take us to it, but there's nothing to hide at the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you can tell me how you're doing it, which does fit the shadow.
Yeah.
Jericho.
Hide behind Jericho.
I
He
mean,
has
Jericho,
to
you're
float.
still there. You can do whatever you want.
Can I swing off of Jericho and come back around?
Unfortunately, you already used your attack.
Okay.
Unless you want to move. Yeah, fainting. I think you have to take a feat to be able to faint. Yeah, I'm not seeing any specific rules on it on the player's handbook. Improvisation. Nope. Yeah, unfortunately, at the moment, this is out of your omelet. Out of your omelet. Out of your omelet. You're completely open. This is a fair fight.
Okay.
That is not your forte. This is a very fair battle.
Okay.
Not what you're used to. So, unfortunately, no. Unless you want to move around him or anything like that, that's all you can do.
Okay. So I'm just gonna let him go ahead and move.
All right.
What he's gonna do.
All right. What do you do?
I want to pick this kid up and throw him.
Roll me a grapple.
Oh my god.
So, athletics versus your acrobatics.
Wow. I got 5.
12.
Yeah, you beat by 5. So you're able
Is there
to...
like a rule, like we have to stay in the circle, or like what's the rule?
I mean,
Or is it just
what's the
whoever
rule,
gives up?
referee?
Because I just threw him ambiguously.
You
If you out of the circle, that's a point to you. First to 5.
Alright.
Oh
Ooh,
shit!
wow.
Okay, you're doing sumo style here. Oh shit! All right. So you grab him and you throw him. This should be a little, yeah.
I want to be like above my head.
So as he picks up, you squirm around, meh. And he throws you just out of circle. Roll me an acrobatics check to see if you fall out of the circle or not.
5.
5. Oh my god. Yeah, as you try to grab onto the small little
Hit the +4.
rock that's there, it does not hold, and you fall through. And yeah, you are out of the circle, which, according to our new rules, is a point towards Artie.
Okay.
As you see a lot of the kids, yeah, and then half of them like, you're gonna lose, old man. So Artie, currently you have a point.
I'll take you all off.
Hey, Bones, 2 on the kid.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah? Yeah. Okay.
All right. So 2 gold.
Yeah, 2 gold.
Yeah.
All right. 2 gold. 2 gold.
We're not.
You're
playing.
rooting for
We're
the
going
kid,
for
rooting for
gold.
Artie. Gotcha. All right. As you see
Mess
people,
you up.
as the kid's getting up, Doug's currently dusting himself off, getting on. You see people starting to bet now.
Can I? Everyone that's taking a bet, can I cast message to them under my breath and be like, if you split the gold with me, I'll lose.
I'll be like, no.
Only the ones betting on the kid.
So you're messaging
Whoever
her?
all did. You said a bunch of people.
Yeah,
Whoever-
yeah. People are starting to do
Whoever I
that.
notice. If I notice.
The ones that we will currently see
wait,
because
does he
they have
notice me, though?
anything. You never said that you were trying to hide it.
I'm just trying to make
These
it
are
up.
the ones that matter. Everyone else is trading rocks or they're just trading punches. For like licks. If he wins, I'll give you a lick.
That's true. These kids don't have money.
Yeah. So these are this is the only thing that perks your interest when you
Alright,
see
well,
gold.
I'm messaging it to you only.
So what do you can you're easy within range. You can respond if you want. All you have to do is whisper, and the message goes through.
Just, be fair. That's all I gotta say.
Be fair.
All right, I'm
I'm
gonna give
gonna
it my
pipe
all
up.
then.
Oh shit! Okay.
I'm gonna pipe up, having seen Douglas get thrown out. Like while I'm doing my notes, reach in a bag of holding and think of my bat. Grab the bat. Say, "Hey Douglas, here's a handicap," and just throw it into the ring.
As you can see, a bat just flies into the ring.
I'm gonna catch the bat and say no by fair.
As the referee says, no, and you are denied, sir.
Give me my bat back.
You're getting when you
What?
behave. Throw it in my bag of
I'll just
holding.
say I'll allow it.
What does the ref say?
Ref, let him have it.
All right. Here, kid. Here's the bat.
Swing
Bat.
away.
Bear in mind, bat
Which-
functions as a great hammer.
Club.
It's a great club. Yeah, it's
Which,
two-handed.
yeah, which is awkward for you. You are used to light weapons, not this bat. It's
Not heavy. Fuck.
yeah, it's You know what? For the sake of no, yeah, it'll be considered a great club. Unfortunately, Yeah.
So I'm going to choose to not use it.
Okay. I would also too. You
Right,
can
like
use
tiny
it. It's just
little
it's two-handed, so you cannot sneak attack or anything with it.
Question.
Yeah.
Can I do
But you
true
can't sneak
strike
attack
for
in it.
someone
Here's your
else?
stupid
Yeah.
bat.
Yeah.
Thank
Wait.
you.
No. I
No?
think you
Back
do
into
an
the bag of
advantage.
holding.
Let me double check.
Because it just says 30-foot range. It doesn't say self specifically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
You guys setting up again?
Yep.
All right. Roll me another initiative to see who goes first.
While
Range
this is
itself.
happening,
Okay.
I'm crushing
You still win.
Moonstone by my dad.
Okay. As he slowly
But
started
I'm
to watch
also
this.
telling my dad that we saw that weird guy.
Okay. All right. You're relaying the information.
You already won.
Understand.
I know.
You're crushing silver, right?
She won.
Okay.
I had 4, she had
Yeah.
5.
All right. Cool. Roll me to hit.
Alright, I'm going to come in with an uppercut this time.
All right. Nice.
And I'm going to use my luck to reroll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not that much better. But I got 5.
5 total. Unfortunately, as you just not used to this body, and you can easily just push him away. This is very one-sided at the moment. So, Artie, what do you do?
I thought it would be done.
Artie, what do you do?
I'm gonna like put my hand out on his head where he can keep like swinging but can't reach me.
Okay,
Very.
I will say that'll be another grapple because you're currently trying to restrain him, right? But you're doing it in a comedic style.
Yeah.
So, all right. So roll me athletics versus your acrobatics.
24.
Okay.
17.
As you try grabbing him, and you have him pinned for a second, and then he quickly just turns inward, kind of football style, and is right up next to you. What do you do, Douglas?
I'm going to punch him in the dick.
Roll me punch.
That's how
So I got 20.
how we roll. That
Yeah,
doesn't
hit
count as a
Tracy.
low blow for a
I have
6-year-old,
16
though, right?
for my
Okay, so
You know what?
your
I will
damage,
allow it.
because you're not trained as martial arts, is 1 plus your strength. So what is your strength?
My strength is 1.
So
The
2
modifier,
points.
right?
Yeah, the modifier. Yeah. So as you get 2 points of bludgeoning damage to the dick. I mean, hey, if you've ever been punched in the dick, that's pretty much what it is. The point or 2 of damage. Oh god! Right in the baby maker.
And then can I
Baby.
like punched me, right? But
Yeah.
like as it's there, can I like grab the hand and like spin him around and throw him?
Oh my god.
Roll me another grapple.
Yeah.
All these are grapples. Roll me-
Natural 20.
Oh!
Try to beat that. I mean, you could get in that 20.
I'm going to use my luck.
All right, second look of the day.
16.
As you see that he kind of squirms a little bit, and you just grab him by the arm, pick him up, and you start spinning him. And with that 20, I'll go ahead and say that you threw him out of the ring yet again. So that is currently 2 points.
Yeah.
You said the first to 5?
Make it first at 3.
I'll make it first 3 now.
Yeah.
As Ref changes rules last minute to 3 for the sake of everybody. All right,
Ref has
One.
to go pee-pee.
give me another initiative roll.
I want to start the chant and be like, Douglas, 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 Douglas.
7.
15.
All right, Douglas, you're quicker. All right, what do you do?
I come at him just kicking and punching. And just
All right,
hitting.
roll me an attack.
16?
16 just hits his AC. So, as you go kicking, you kick in his leg and strike him right in the chest, and it kind of hurts. 2 points of damage, even though you have your plate. It's still boom.
So, like they're not. Does she not get points for hits or like?
Referee,
Where's
you're
the other-
refereeing this.
Is it only by being pushed out?
If it's only by ring out, that's really unfair.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure because if so, she should have 2 points at this point. If it's just by hitting.
Okay, I'll have points for him.
All right, so 2 and 2. All right, so Artie,
Douglas, Douglas, Douglas.
the rules have changed to 2 and 2 now.
I need your
Mike.
sticky notes really quick.
Yeah. So, Artie, what do you do?
And I'm like thinking back to like where I just got instantly KO'd.
Focusing on that anger.
Yeah,
So what are you
was
gonna do?
unreal.
Not today, little kid. And I throw him out again.
No.
Roll me an acrobatics. Sorry, athletics. Apologize. Roll me an acrobatics. Mia.
I did not win this one.
So I got 21.
Boom.
21.
8.
8. As you try your best to grab him and throw him, he kind of just swirls in, and Ollie just goes underneath your feet and is right behind you now. And he's a quick motherfucker. All right, what do you do?
I want to judo slam him.
You gonna slam him?
Judo slam.
Judo slam. Oh, okay. Roll me and
Darn.
Nat 1. Oh, roll to confirm. Sorry. I mean, you're not gonna really do much, but as long as it's not a 1.
12.
As you see that he tries to grab you and throw you, and he's just not. You're just nope. You're not letting it happen.
Can I action roll forward to avoid it?
Well, the attack missed, so now it's your turn. What do you want to do with that?
I just wanted to stylistically dodge it.
Okay.
With style.
Yeah.
Style. Flair.
And then I want to come up and I want to kick the kid.
Maybe.
Hard
Maybe?
enough. Like,
Maybe.
where in the ring are we near the edge of it?
You're
or
currently still in the middle. It's still in the middle. No one's been
Right.
pushed either way.
I'm going to use my reaction to announce this, but if they can't get it, then I don't want to do it.
Role playing wise, sure.
It's just for roleplay.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
like.
Role playing wise, yeah.
All right. Winner gets a flask of liquid luck.
Very least.
I feel unlucky, so
Okay.
I'm going
It is-
for
What about the
a
ref?
grapple.
All right. Roll me
It is
athletics.
strictly
If I
a roleplay
can
luck.
grapple, we'll get to that. if
Okay.
that happens.
Roll me acrobatics.
I got
17.
Ooh, that's pretty high.
24.
Not high enough though. As
I want to like hold the kid like this, and I want to walk over to the edge and just set him right outside of it,
just gently puts you out.
and then ruffle his hair.
Oh.
And there's your winner.
Sorry, Douglas. I needed this.
And then me
And then
changes back.
Then change back. Then change back.
You see her back.
I still needed it.
You see Douglas actually look very happy that he was part of this magic trick. As he kind of runs over,
Now I'm
gives
all-
you a high five. Gives you a high five.
Oh.
And then I'm just like,
So cute.
I need my prize. So I go get all
I
my luck.
see him and I just into cloak, little tiny flask.
Little baby flask.
Yeah.
You get a little tiny little flask.
Man,
Strictly roleplay. It cannot allow you to reroll.
sorry, I don't want to swindle somebody eventually.
There you go. So after that, nice.
Bones, here you go.
Talk to you. Oh wait, minus that.
Nice,
I'm gonna give one
distraction from your
to me. Sure.
couple of days. Nice release of frustration and whatnot.
The kids love that.
So, Neff, you were currently, or still are, grinding the stone, the silver.
Yes.
I need you to roll me a strength check. Because your rolls will dictate how the potion is made. Fail rolls would make a lesser potion. This is a exact science that has to be treated perfectly. So, and
Okay.
Can I use my alchemist pack to gain advantage on my rolls?
you can use your alchemist pack to make very specific rolls that are very crucial, yes.
Cool.
So, you're doing silver, right? As I flip to the right page, what did you get on your strength check?
So I'm trying to remember because I don't have it right in front of me. I think my strength modifier is +3,
Yes.
so that's a 16.
16, alright. I need you to roll me another strength check. This is going to be the next couple of days. Any interaction with it will be these two rolls for the silver.
17.
17, okay. So, you're grinding it and it looks fine. And then your dad looks at it, needs to be finer. Do it again. Just keep grinding. And you start doing it.
Okay.
Should I make a note of these rolls?
Another one?
No, I got it. Yeah, roll me 2 more strength checks. If you're the only one that's going to keep doing this.
Alice is.
All right, then roll me
I
strength
already
check.
got my win. I feel better.
All right, nice. So Neff, roll me strength. Artie, roll me strength.
I'm gonna go out.
That's a 15. That's
It's just straight.
Just straight up strength. Yeah,
Alright, so 20.
20. All right.
Whoa.
As
Whoa.
Neff's arm's getting tired, you look at it, it looks pretty fine, but Edward says that it needs to be finer, and you take over and you start finishing it off. Maybe about 30 minutes of grinding it until it's literally almost finer than sand, and then he starts bottling up.
nice.
And you see that he has 5 little bottles that he kind of puts into the little pockets out of the wood carpet that he has, the little tray, let's say, that he has for this. And he has 5 of these powders. And you still have a lot more ore there. As it's currently Ferris, Artie, and Neff that is next to him, as everyone else is still kind of on the outside. You're gathering with the kids. You're still interacting with them. You're exchanging gold at the moment.
I'm gonna go practice Personas.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
All right. How many hours do you want to practice it?
Just until we go to bed.
Can I practice it too?
Yeah.
Did I add any from one of
It
the
should have been an
practicing
hour of
before?
practice for both of you for the Patronus charm.
Yeah, I think we have.
Should have
We had
2
2
hours.
No, yeah, they had an
They
hour.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had 2.
We had.
I don't think I have it
because
written
we had-
down.
Okay, then add an hour of practice for you guys.
So just, I'm at 1 hour.
You are at 1 right now. Yes. Yeah. After a number that I cannot say, you will get the Patronus charm.
Is my number of hours less than other people's because of my protection versus good
No, because this is like a completely invented spell.
I was just asking.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
it would feel
great.
kind of similar to your ability anyway. But unfortunately not, because balance and mechanics. So as we'll get a number to you in a minute. So as Edward is gathering you 3, it kind of like waves over. Not saying that you will need it, but we currently have a good amount of silver that's left over, not enough to make the potions. From everything that we have, I think we can make about 5. With the extra silver, I can try to make some silvered weapons just in case. The only thing that's going to hurt us or make us stop or flee, worst case scenario, is a silver tipped blade.
I'll take a silver weapon.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Can I coat my weapons in the silver dust?
No, that's not how it has to be specifically forged to be silvered. But regardless, it's only them 3 that are there.
Can you make silver nails? About yay long.
I can. Why?
Stick them in your
Bat.
bat.
Would that
Yeah.
do anything metagaming wise? Would that do anything to the bat to give it any?
It would be considered a silvered great club.
Ooh, I can dig it.
Would it have piercing damage?
It would still be considered bludgeoning, or we would change the bludgeoning to only piercing. Which probably I would change it to piercing. Thinking about it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as he looks at it, yeah, we can make that work.
Cool.
As he looks at you, yeah, it's kind of like eyeing the sword that's not being hidden very well since it's a great sword. Look at it. That's gonna eat up most of it, but I think it can be done. And he looks at you.
Whatever it takes. It's not my
Do you?
I like my hammer.
Let's add some spikes to that hammer.
Yay!
All right, so
Would daggers take up just a little bit?
it's specifically only enough to make 3 weapons.
What if I just took a short sword instead of a great sword?
You can do short sword.
Could we do 2 short swords?
No.
Well, then I'll do the great sword.
Yeah. It only does. It's only enough for 3 specifically 3 weapons.
So you're doing the bat.
Well, it depends. He just gave you guys the information because, well, you're kind of right there. You're helping him. You're his partner, and he wants to make sure it's okay with his daughter. I'm not like if that's what you guys pick. As soon as tomorrow morning, can start the forging process. but I'm just... So it's going to take me all day tomorrow, which will make us 30 more days until the moon.
Will that stop him from doing anything else?
Since you guys are helping him with the other stuff, no.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
So I'm going to take this opportunity. Like, he's got my bat. I think it's in good hands at this point. I trust this man with my life. Come on, we've made potions together.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. And I'm going to set up the Moonstone Station. I'm going to set a cauldron and start a fire going in it, and like set a pan over it, and motion towards you. Since I assume you're volunteering for it, and saying Moonstone, go here, and then everything else I'm going to basically set up stations for and then observe. Okay. Because I took the most notes. Yes. So I can give them critiques on stuff or how to do it properly.
I dig that.
Okay.
All right. So, as Edward's finishing, you can talk amongst yourselves and see what or who wants a weapon. Silver. It's going to function the same. It might have a slight different coloration if that's important to you, but it's going to be good against us if the time comes. If you don't feel that your hammer is the thing that needs to be in someone else's weapon needs to be silvered, it's amongst your group. But I don't want to make that decision.
Well, in that case, with that in mind, if worse comes to worse, and this is to defend against werewolves, and she's a werewolf, how much would that help us if her weapon is silvered?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm putting out there for everybody.
Yeah.
So if we were thinking of daggers again, is 2 daggers 1 weapon? Because it's kind of a pair.
1 dagger is 1 weapon.
Okay. So maybe we get.
You are magically modifying an item. It is 1 item per modification. Because it's not just coating it with silver; it's infusing spells and enchantments.
So, with that being said, Jericho's already got a silver short sword, so his needs are already met. I have literally nothing to defend against werewolves, so I think that's a good choice here.
And it seems like other people can wield that
Justin's
pretty well.
our other melee guy, and so he's the one getting up close and personal. I think the greatsword's a great pick here. And then you 2 are casters.
Yeah, we're in the back. I don't really mind.
If something's on top of you, you're already in trouble to begin with.
And I'm going to be right up front, so it's whatever.
I was just thinking that multiple people, like kids, could use the daggers. Is what I was thinking. But
You're going to give a kid a friggin' magically enchanted
these
silver
are pretty tough
dagger?
kids. I don't know. I mean,
To
if they're
me,
fighting against...
with
I mean,
everything
if
that
we're
you just
protecting
said,
them, they should be...
It makes sense that...
I'd give it to Kathy here. Like...
Mia.
Have another, or Mia, excuse me. Because she's also getting up close and personal. So,
do you have anything to infuse?
The side.
Yeah, a side with like the hand axe.
Dagger.
Yeah, whatever you want.
I'll do
Sire
that.
hand axe.
The hand axe.
The hand axe? Okay. Alright.
Okay.
So greatsword, bat, hand axe.
Okay. Whenever this is said and done, we will add silver to the properties of your weapons. But not yet, just in case something does happen. Because it's D&D. But the current plan is to silver your bat, your greatsword, and a hand axe. Fantastic. Alright, cool. So, now that that's happening, you are setting up a station for everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to, leave little mental notes so if somebody walks towards it. There's 2 things that have to be harvested day of, both of which require gas mask, and one of which is air reactive, and the other which needs red dye. So I'm gonna not set up those stations for now, just
so the
for
moon,
easy.
So the moon shroud, you're not setting up a station for
the
it.
monk shroud and the moon seed are not going to have stations.
I kind of fused both those things together.
I know you did.
Sorry. All right. So the valerium needs to be milked. The root needs to be squeezed out of liquid. Who wants to take care of that? That's another strength thing.
Okay.
Dibs on milking it.
Does the valerian root need the gas mask as well?
No,
or?
this one does not.
Okay.
For the purposes of this, it does not.
I'll do it.
All right. I need you to roll me. If you're the only one, I need you to roll me 2 strength checks. As a lot of this, like most things for the spells and the environment, require strength and time.
I know when we were getting the different items, some of us got a little bit more than others.
Yeah.
So I know our minimum amount was the 5 spells.
Yes.
And then for some of these items that are poisonous or have a reaction, is there any way we can fashion those into some kind of a bomb type.
I was
weapon?
thinking something along
Something
those
that would
lines.
be like easy to throw, and then someone would have a reaction.
As you see that
to
he's
it.
kind of going wild with just all these thoughts, and as you're helping setting up station, give me a couple hours to ponder, and I'll think of something.
Okay.
And as we take this off of the, just press flag again. Thank you.
So do we have any idea of what kind of dye he normally would have used? If it was something we could harvest, or
food coloring is what he uses. Non-reactive material.
Can you get
from berries?
a scrap of, I guess, garment be kind of like a dye?
If we can dilute and take the red ink off. I know ink does not damage or alter the spell at all.
Is there any red-leaved plant that grows naturally in this valley? It doesn't have to be magical at all. It just has to be any red-leaved
If
plant.
we went to the coast, maybe some shell?
Yeah.
Armeca?
Or
That can get...
clay, even. I wonder. if
Yeah,
that would-
we can try to use some clay.
I'm just going to reach into my office
anyone
pack and
has-
pull out the stone and pestle and be like, grind it into a powder and suspend it in water, and that makes a good dye on short notice.
We can try. Yeah, that's a good backup. If anyone has any magical means to also do this, that'd be a good safe bet.
they can disguise it to look
Like
red?
color spray?
Well, that's a little excessive. I was thinking of a simple charm or something that just changes or alters.
Changes or
I know, like
alters?
minor illusion or red liquid.
No, because it doesn't actually interact, unfortunately.
I know.
Yeah.
I just do it.
That's funny. It's funny.
Because free action.
Yeah, free action. But Neff, what did you get on your strength?
Yeah. Okay, so this is just pure like strength check,
Just a
proficiency.
D20 plus your strength modifier.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice.
Woo!
All right. What about the second one?
All right, that one is no lie.
Another 20.
20.
All
That's
right.
20.
Fuck yeah, dude. Okay. Well,
You're just milking this root, dog.
yeah, it's fine liquids, and you see a little bit extra gets poured that is not what he equated for, and he kind of puts it into the pile of extras that he's currently doing right now.
I feel like that should be the quote from the day. No,
So,
I'm milking.
who's cutting the Ditney into small little strands?
I will actually.
All right, then I need you to roll me a dexterity check. And anyone that wants to assist can also roll dex.
Using the luck for the day.
All right, using luck for the day.
That was
As
better.
you're currently using your knife and start cut little slight strands of it.
17.
17?
Julian style.
All right, I need one more dex, unless you're going to take care of all of it.
I can help.
All right, roll me dex. And since you were using your alchemist equipment, it was a little bit easier. 13. All right, cool. It's not as fine as his, but it's pretty good.
Oh.
And you get it into nice piles, and then he starts grinding it up, and you have that part of the component. The moonstone, you currently have the fire roaring. It needs to be a low temperature fire. For the next 5 hours, someone's going to need to watch this and stir it. He says every 20 minutes or so, just start stirring it. So, I'm going to... Who wants to take care of this challenge?
Not me.
Can I use my mage hand to...
Do you want
You can, yeah. Because eventually just start starting. Yeah, sure.
I want to watch the potion process too, so if
Okay.
you're standing over there, you get to kind of see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch
Well-
off or whatever.
I'm going to have someone. I need 2 perception rolls and 2 dexterity rolls.
I can do
So
perception.
4 rolls in total. Perception to notice the fire, maintain it, start getting patience and stirring it every 20 minutes or so.
So if we're both doing it, we both need to do a perception.
Yeah.
One each.
Yeah, 1 perception, 1 perception.
Well, that was bad.
You get plus 10.
I know, I'm gonna-
That's not that bad.
I'm going to use one of my luck rolls, though.
Yes.
Oh, you're not going to
One of
roll?
your
Easy for that.
predetermination.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 20.
All right.
Because
I
I
got
had
an
a 10.
8 on my perception.
Okay. All right. Oops, that's a wrong check.
Way to roll today.
And then dex check and a dex check.
Oh, that one's fine. You know what? You just put them here. I don't want you.
What did you get, guys? What you getting? What you
Yes,
get?
I got a 6.
6?
I got a 4.
Okay, at least I
Okay.
don't feel totally bad. I think it's a 25. No, I wish.
Okay, so as it's being heated up and stirred well enough, you start closing it. It looks fine at the moment.
So that was 5 hours that just went by?
In total, yeah.
Well, during that time, is Jericho doing anything?
He's doing his Patronus thing, dog.
Oh, that whole time?
Up to you. You want to do it for 5 hours?
Oh.
He said till bed. So.
All right.
Okay.
But,
Well, then
is
never mind. I was going
Ferris
to see if you wanted to
still
play
watching
dice.
us?
Ferris is
Play dice.
probably sticking his nose as close as he can to
Yeah,
everyone, right?
so-
So
During
can
that
you
time,
see if we screwed
I would
up?
like to see if Jericho wants
Since
to...
you're supervising?
I'm going to come up to Jericho and be like, want to play a game?
Kind of game.
Oh god.
We're going to play dice.
Alright.
Oh god.
And then, would you like to make it interesting?
I'm
I'm
gonna go
not
over and
stripping.
check on this.
Yeah.
And
1 silver down. 1 silver. I only have 10 gold. So I'm not
All right, one floor gets put down.
Alright. I'll put a silver.
Alright. And I'm going to use my loaded dice. I don't know what game this is. I haven't thought of this at all. But I want to cheat to win.
Roll me 1 percentile versus a percentile, and we'll see who gets the higher number.
And I'm using my loaded dice.
Yeah, using the loaded dice.
Did you use your
Let's do it.
inspiration yet?
These 2 dice, right?
And I want to use
Yes.
my inspiration.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, roll a d6 on top of it.
Wouldn't it worn off?
It's 10 minutes. You can re-inspire
And I
yourself.
would also, if it's for RP purposes, can I use my 1 luck use?
Roll 2 percentile. Yeah. Pick the bigger of the number.
Right.
Better use
So
something
this
big.
is the zeros.
0 is 10 digits.
I feel like I did this with the wrong dice. I did the percentile ones over here, and then the other ones over here.
Are they both 2 digits?
These are single digits. These are double digits.
Okay.
So
Oh, then yeah.
I
Then
don't know how to pair them together. Should I just read
put a double and a single, and then put a double and a single.
Just whatever.
What you roll.
top?
Sure.
The top and
Okay.
bottom.
They're
Yeah.
pretty
So
close.
72, and then 20 and a 0, whatever that
So
is.
that's 20.
Okay.
Okay. What did you get?
96.
96. Is that with my luck and everything?
That's with your luck. Yeah, you rolled twice.
How do you cheat loaded dice?
As
I'm a thief, man.
as you're putting your bets in and out. You're
Oh, I didn't use my bardic inspiration.
roll 70 whatever roll.
It won't work.
And as you get your dice and you roll, as you just see how he's moving it, you're like, I got this. And then
like-
you're noticing this. He's mimicking your exact hand motion, and he's all right. That's a win. Okay, we got this. You put up another coin. All right, he wins again. You put another coin, and then he starts also losing to match. And at the end of the day, you
As soon as it's
both
even,
get the even amounts of silver.
And I'll be like, you cheated. How dare you? How do you know?
I'm a thief.
Because you cheated.
Hey, look at that. Making all those coins.
As you see your coin slowly moving out.
Well, great.
Alright, you just grab it.
It
Alright.
was fun, though.
Nice, entertaining. As that was happening, Ferris is currently going up
I'm
to...
checking on the moonstone. How
Okay.
does it look?
It looks fine. You see that it's currently coagulated onto the glass, and it's kind of moving. And you're not... That doesn't look right.
The good news is we're close enough to the moonstone that if you screw this up, we can go get more easily.
That's a
Was
good
there
thing.
any extra left over so we can try again, or
Actually, for Millicent, yeah.
because
if you
there
wanna
was
use-
there was 4
ton,
pounds
right?
we collected.
Yeah, if you want to use... Yeah, you guys can do this again.
Yeah.
We're going to
Alright.
take it away from other materials, but yeah, you can use it again. So, another...
While the
So at
pot
5
is
hours,
boiling,
your Patronus
really
charge.
good.
I want to be practicing that, too.
Okay.
I'm not doing
So
that.
we're starting to practice right now. So it's probably if we start. So it's like
So like, I
almost
want to do
7
it
p.m. right
whenever
now.
we stop the dice thing.
Yeah, you're gonna start Patronus. So it's about 7 p.m. and you're starting to do Patronus charm. Okay, cool. I'm gonna use one of the counters to tell time for me, for my purposes.
So it's
Alright.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yes,
Everybody's
sir.
still awake?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go back to practicing justice.
Okay. All right. So we're restarting clock for you. We're starting clock for you right now for Patronus. Yeah. If you guys want to go do that, you totally. Oh no, you have silver.
We have some extra.
Okay.
She
So
said
the-
her too.
I'm sorry.
She said she wants to.
Jess.
Okay. We're starting the clock for you as well, Jess.
The moonstone that was coagulated, we're not going to be able to use.
Edward looks at it. Yeah, no, that's actually he kind of uncorks it and tries to like let it go, and it's now starting to go solid. He grabs it, puts it behind stone. Give it a few hours, and within a few hours, you actually hear as it pops and explodes through the glass.
I had a thought.
Yes.
So
as he's grabbing some more stones and starting to.
We have 11 kids, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you talking to Jesus or Edward?
I'm talking to Edward.
Okay, as he counts. Well, 11, 12,
unless there's
13,
something going on
14,
with Douglas.
15. We got about 16, 17 children here.
He's double now. So I was thinking because the moonstone is so reflective at night, or with the light or whatever, what if we were to make like a necklace or charm for the kids so
That's not a bad
we
idea.
could find them if we knew how to look for them if they were hiding or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's already wasted because I screwed up, I'm sorry.
No, that's not a bad idea. We can definitely chunk some rocks and start giving it to people. As he sees, he's about to... she's doing her stuff. All right.
I've got some rope. I mean, we can try to...
Yeah, if you don't mind, then he recounts. Yeah, it's about 17 children here. Because he didn't count him as a child, he's not counting himself as a child, so 17.
Did enter the contest. Who won the contest? The kid contest.
Oh yeah, the kids before
they were doing Fight Club.
Started. Yeah, who is the winner?
Since I'm gonna ask
we shouldn't say his
Mia
name.
to actually roll me a number as soon as I find the list of all the fucking kids.
Oh, I have it.
Also, does Edward know anything about the Patronus?
No, actually, that's out of his expertise. Even if you ask, I need 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I was looking for pointers.
11.
11. So roll me a d12.
Oh, I have Phoenix
Phoenix.
as 8.
All right. Apparently, Phoenix was the one that won. Which I was looking. Phoenix is a 10-year-old short red-headed kid who likes fire.
Woo!
Fire.
You feel that he.
Yeah.
You guys
Like I
feel
said,
that the older kids like Kirk and a crew let him win, but amongst anyone that's younger, he was the top victor. The older kids just kind of let him. But yeah, so Phoenix was the one that won. I figured out why I couldn't find my page because the little tab was kind of stuck on the.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not how that's used. Thank you.
That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, that's not how any of this works. But yeah, Phoenix was the one that won that. So the fire process is starting again 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. By midnight, it will be done. If we're doing this again, I need 2 more perception. Are you guys doing it
Want me
again?
to do perception both?
Huh?
You can do perception both. If someone's assisting, they need a roll. It's up to you.
I would definitely assist you.
Okay.
All right, do perception.
Nat 20 plus 10 is 30.
Yeah, you are watching this like a
I have
hawk.
a 30.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for that one too. Okay.
Okay. And then the second.
23.
Yeah, you are definitely sitting in the next 5 hours not to
I'm
fuck
not
this
doing
up.
this again.
Those 10 hours of your day kind of wasted on stirring. And I need 2 dex checks to actually do the physical act of the stirring.
What's your dex one?
2.
Me too. You want to do one? I do one. Okay.
Yeah. Let me get a better. The red one.
I use one of my luck rolls.
Okay. You're using your premeditated roll?
Yeah.
All right.
So I have no more, but it's 14.
Okay.
At 11.
All right, 14 and 11. This looks pretty good to you. As you notice, you're sitting there kind of counting, and as you were kind of, since you had to stay into the middle of the night, kind of dozing off, you got a vision of this just breaking out of the pot. You immediately start stirring. Which was one of your rolls. And you're just, every time you woke up, yeah. Mm-hmm. And you guys do a fairly nice job. So, since that was an additional 5 hours, add Neff, Artie,
Bless you.
add
Thank
5
you.
hours to your Patronus training.
At the
That's
end
cool.
of that 5 hours,
It is currently
I wanna
midnight.
be
I was gonna do.
I want to be like Expecto Patronus and then cast minor illusion to make it look like I did the Patronus. And I want Ghost Rider to come out.
Ghost Rider doesn't exist yet. It's the 1940s.
I just invented him.
As you see
Fuck's sake.
a white man riding a motorcycle and it looks like he's on fire. Kind of resembles Artie a little bit, but pretty tough.
With his skull head.
Kind of looks like Nicolas Cage.
Just, yeah.
Oh.
If Nicolas
I hate
Cage,
you.
if
I
his
wanted
whole
it to
face melted and was still on fire.
As
Oh my
that is
God.
definitely what you're seeing.
Can we all be
That's-
like,
That's
woo?
pretty cool.
Yeah?
Pretty cool.
People start
I
clapping.
did it. I finally did it, guys.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes,
Okay,
Neff.
so I wanted to split the 5 hours that I was doing that. I wanted to do 3 hours for Patronus and then 2 hours for pet training.
Okay. Roll me perception.
Perception?
I need you to find it.
Oh yeah.
Find my bat?
About our animal.
I mean, are you doing specifically your bat or the other thing we talked about?
Oh, the other thing. I want to do the other thing.
Okay.
If I can find it.
Perception.
Okay. No lie, I rolled in natural 19 plus 2. So that's 21.
Joey don't.
Okay. Roll me an intimidation.
Woo! Okay.
Against 2.
Intimidation.
Dun, dun.
Well, it not to make everybody feel bad,
Okay,
but
that's not the
we
greatest.
abandoned Osiris's radness.
That's a.
He's free with his people.
But I mean, isn't this
So that's a
right?
14.
14.
Well, we
14.
divided up all
Okay,
your
do you
stuff
spend your
and
hour
then we left
doing
rest,
the
huh? Shitty.
the ritual?
Sorry.
I would
3
give
hours
you
doing
I would give you sticky notes if I could, but you're on a different dimension.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I got you. I got you.
You
An
can
hour
show
doing
it to her
ritual.
and we could just cover her eyes.
Okay. All right. So you perform your ritual. What do you
Okay.
do with it? You've succeeded in casting the ritual. What do you do?
Yes. Okay. This is the. Is this just the looking?
Yeah.
One.
You
Okay.
your body is where it's at, but every sense you have,
Yeah.
all 5 senses, go through your animal.
Okay. Gotcha. So what I'm going to try to do is try to look for any sort of landmarks or any sort of trees, leaves, anything like that that I recognize and try to figure out exactly where I am.
Well, the animal will be right next to you. You have to be next to the animal.
Oh. Gotcha.
That's what the
Never mind.
intimidation was for.
Gotcha. Okay. So, I'm going to actually go... Okay.
So you're in the middle of
I'm
a
going
forest right now. As you
I'm
move
going to
away.
send it basically to the area where the Ditney was. I think that's what it was. Just
Okay.
to kind of look and see if they can see anything.
All right. Roll me.
Perception.
What is your goal?
I'm trying to see if there's any enemies or people lurking where they shouldn't be watching us. That's my goal.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Not with your modifier. You have to use its modifier.
Okay.
So,
I don't have that in front of me.
Yeah, I know.
Do we see her doing this?
all you see, perception, you have an advantage on this, and it is going to be +3. So roll with advantage +3.
Okay.
All you see is Neff
Okay.
just sitting, kneeling, and just staring
Like
off into the dirt.
meditating?
She looks like she's meditating, and she currently would have her wand somewhere on her. So it almost looks like a prayer, to be honest.
I'm gonna leave her alone.
Yeah. What did you get?
I got a natural 18 +3, you said?
Yeah. 21.
So yeah, that's a 21.
All right. You are fairly certain that no one should be here. And you even sneak up a couple of animals here and there too. No one's here.
Okay.
You are fine.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
what do you do?
I'm
You have an hour
just gonna-
in this form.
Mhm. I'm
We're gonna go to
going
nighttime. Yes.
to basically do like a sentry watch through
Alright, so you are not going
for the
to...
next hour.
Alright. So, roll me another perception. So, switching music currently.
Can I cast
Nighttime.
my divine sense? Just cause.
Yeah.
Nope.
60 feet? Is it a range? Oh,
60 feet, yeah.
60 feet? Okay. Okay, sure. You don't sense anything. In a
That's
good way.
a 10.
10. And you don't see anything.
I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
So, about midnight is coming up, and you are seconds away from losing your form. Neff, what do you do?
I basically just come back to the area
Okay.
and I'll.
So you guys
Yeah.
look like Neff was meditating for an hour. Very unusual to her. But she just comes back. And in the far off distance, you guys hear a howl. And that's about it. As everyone pretty much either already asleep or packing up to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Tent has been pitched.
Did you collect the moonstone that we did?
Hmm?
Did someone collect the moon that
There was
Yeah,
extra
the
moonstone.
final.
No, I'm thinking about the moonstone they prepared.
that we just
With the
grew?
with
Oh, yes, and you're making it into necklaces.
That's the bad stuff, right? But the
Yeah.
other stuff is in the vials.
Mhm.
It's-
Yeah, that's all.
They already
potions.
got collected? Okay.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
all.
Okay, and that was enough moonstone
Yeah,
for how
I'm
much?
going to sleep
One
after
potion?
that.
5 potions.
Five
right?
potions?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we have succeeded the moonstone.
Yes, you guys have succeeded. The only thing that is left is the things that need to be made when the moon is hitting.
How are we-
I'm passing the moonstone, the prepared moonstone, to Edward as a final spot check to make sure that it is in
I was
fact.
just looking at it. He kind of extra pushes on the corpus to make sure, and then puts it back in the little piles. And there's only 2 little sections that are left in the little
Yeah.
piles.
Yeah.
And that's the wolf that you hear.
Long rest after that.
So
yeah.
Alright.
where's everybody sleeping? Like the kids were in the tent, right? And we set up.
Yeah, they're kind of
bunks
following
and
up in
then-
there.
I'm just propped up against a tree.
Okay. The house is completely destroyed. People are just been camping out for days, just out in the woods. The ones that can sleep in the tent get that. Everyone else, you usually have a better roll. It's up to you where you guys want to go. Just to mention, because I know already Nev said that she did, but we've been doing a lot of things here and there. But throughout the day, she mentioned about the green cloaked man and about the mines and the abandoned location. So,
I didn't talk about it at all.
yes,
I just
understood.
want to put that out there.
Okay. So, with
Spot a kid.
with a long rest in you guys, get your spells back, HP back if you need to, your rolls for the day. If you need to readjust the spells that you want to use that day, you may do so. Luck is big, so it resets as well. So, okay. Jam, make, and 1 rolls. So, the night goes uneventful to y'all's knowledge. As the sun is rising, you guys are waking up. A little bit of piercing light here and there. You start feeling the dew on the grass beneath you. You hear the birds chirping. Far off distances here. The fauna just running throughout. Some kids are already up. It's breakfast training, push-ups, sit-ups, what have you. As you guys slowly, one by one, start waking up. Going back to Forest Day music. You have 3 days left until a full moon. Is there anything that you guys wish to do?
As soon as I wake up, I want to cast Divine Sense.
Nice, okay. Nothing. In a good way again. In a very good way. Is there anything that anyone wants to do? You can announce it because we're about to go on break. Was there anything you guys want to do for the next couple of days?
I wanted to ask Neff and Artie about the housing. They were looking for some kind of a settlement. You know, Edward had mentioned if there was anything that they found. I have to sneeze, I'm sorry.
Whoever said they're going to make a horrible DM, that's a lie. You would make a great DM.
You want to ask what?
So
I want to
ask you about that housing.
Right, because that was the thought that maybe we would take the kids and kind of get them kind of secured and out of the way, and because we don't know what's going to happen with it, because we're taking Neff and Edward to the cave over there too, right?
There's a cave where there's one steel trap that, since you successfully picked and reset up, it's still there. You didn't destroy it, if you remember correctly. I rewatched the video.
But we need to block off that tunnel.
You need to block off the tunnel, and however you want to do it, the steel cage can trap one person, and then the second trap was downstairs in the current house.
Oh, I thought there were two in that cave. No?
It was just one in the cave. There's 2 stones to block an entrance, and those are the 2 separate locations to put them further off if they need to.
So are we talking about the housing by the silver mine?
There is housing by that at least has walls and support, and there's 2 buildings. One has 8 bunk beds, so 4 bunk beds, so 8 beds in total. And then there's that bar / pharmaceutical that's pretty empty, but can be used to start a new location.
If it's anywhere near the silver mine, I'd be like, you don't want to go there.
It is literally next to the silver mine. 200 feet from the silver mine.
You don't want to go there.
The mine is bad, or?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
if it's walls and support. But actually, sorry, we will put a stop on the discussion because it's break time. And then we'll continue right where we left off in 15. So, we'll see you guys in 15. That's your cue to put intermission button.
Yeah, it is.
Mute and intermission.
Ooh.
Hail, traveler. Do you seek the legend of the 5 sacred dragon masks and the horrors they wrought upon this world? Then join us Tuesday night at 7:30 Central Time. And glory be to Tiamat.
You're a wizard.
I'm a what?
You're not. We're the wizards.
Watch us, Hogwarts Prep D&D.
Every Wednesday night at 6:30 on Divine & Conquer Switch channel.
Expecto Patronum.
Recently, on the Sacred World campaign, the players found a book, an angelic tome, from the angel called Avicent. What is inside that book? Well, you're just gonna have to find out. Friday night at 8:30 at the Divine & Conquer Twitch channel.
Are we there? Okay, cool. Hey guys, we're back.
Hi,
I look
friends.
slightly darker. Huh, I wonder why.
It's because we're more dramatic.
We're being more dramatic.
Out of 5
was Fox's voice from yesterday.
I'm a pale girl.
Hey guys, we have a new stream. If it's on Twitch, you can still probably see it on the category because we don't private anything. But yeah, so yeah, if you want to see yesterday's game, it's on there. If not, wait a week and you'll see it on YouTube. Okay, so 3 days left until full moon.
3 days.
What is it, 72 hours?
Dawn of the first day.
Yeah.
Dung dung.
So.
Oh God.
Edward is going to be busy all day making a silvered great club, a silvered great sword, and a silvered hand axe. So he is le busy doing that.
Have we started that discussion when we were...
You're starting the discussion of as soon as he wakes up, he's on work mode since he has no safety net, children about, and he's really curious. Not curious, concerned about his daughter's well-being. So he is on, in his particular way, Papa Bear mode of just something different on the internet.
Is it frozen?
You shouldn't be frozen.
Okay.
No, sorry, truthful. It's not frozen on our end. Yeah. Just reset the thing if you can hear us. Oh, Rip, no, truthful lie, no.
I was telling just
well, like, he's 30 seconds behind, so.
That's also true.
He hasn't even heard us say nothing. Maybe we were all just like mirror mode.
Good move. Okay.
Right,
but
doing the raving thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Thank you for replying. As you guys are currently discussing about the mines.
Yeah.
And
what happened,
Artie is not his favorite place right now. The mines are not your favorite place right now.
Just don't go there.
Any reason why?
So,
what happened? You can just fast tell everything if you want to do that. You don't have to say every little detail.
Yeah.
I want to note that I woke up with a different
That's
spell.
exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
In my second level spell slot.
Okay.
That would be Zone of Truth.
Nice. Good spell.
Yeah. And I'm going to see him run off and be like, I think I've got a surprise for him when he gets back.
Who ran off?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he ran
off
all upset. All
You
upset.
don't go there. Run off.
Sorry, I didn't hear that last part. Okay, good. As the big, strong paladin runs off, upset. How far off are you going? Or just going to... Far enough, got it.
Far enough.
You see him currently running, shield and sword clanking a little bit.
Far
no, you don't have
that,
a sword with you.
If something crazy happens.
Yeah. You can see
far
it.
enough to be away from everybody.
Okay. Do you want to be far enough to hear the conversation?
I don't need to hear it.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. So,
like if someone yelled out.
Yeah, you can hear it, but you're not. Yeah, you're not within. You're within earshot, I guess.
Yeah.
What did you do when you stopped?
I practiced Patronus
for
the whole day.
All right.
And then, depending on what happens, we'll see what happens.
All right. We are starting at, let's say, a delicious, graceful 8 in the morning, and then we'll see.
Around midnight. That makes sense.
Yeah.
8 hours.
Yeah. So we'll see. When we stop, if anything dictates for you to stop, that's where we'll cut the bark and add it to your Patronus learning. So currently, who is part of the conversation? Who is off doing Patronus training? Training.
I'm doing something different. Can I go back to the coast? I want to see if I can collect maybe some red seashells or red shell and get more sandals.
Sure. How far off did I say the...
You said we didn't. We went and came in one day.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard 3 and then I heard 5, so I don't know which one was right. What I wrote.
Just as a player, I want to tell you should take kids with you to go collect more sand dollars.
Yes. All the sand dollars.
Sure. If you take the kids, it's going to take a little bit longer. Let's say good even 6 hours to get there and back if you take children.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take a few of them.
Okay.
I can go with you. I
You
mean,
wanna
are
go?
we still having the discussion?
Yeah,
or
you
it's
can
over?
do this after the
Artie
discussion.
ran away and he's like, leave us alone.
We'll take these 4 children with you. Artie is slightly off doing his thing as the pit fight's still there.
Oh, there's
so you guys are currently having a discussion. Everything has been divulged. So you know about the...
So we don't know what to do, but essentially that's a non-starter. We're not going there. It's not safe. Right?
Well, if you fought him and then spent the night and then came back casually, and he just says don't go into the mines, but you still went afterwards, sounds like he's not there.
I think he's still there because there was a 3rd level that we didn't go down, and I don't want to go down because
But if you were...
I have a feeling.
Oh, well, if Neff knows that I don't need Zone of Truth for Artie, darn.
But if... What I'm trying to say is that...
I'm never going to get to use this fucking spell.
You already You were there by yourself for a while. We don't need any more silver. I need to go back to those mines in less than a month.
I know. I don't know what to do about that at the moment, because he very quickly almost took down Artie, and I was pretty hurt myself. And we didn't do any damage to him.
Well, let's just not antagonize him. Then we should be fine. If he just said don't go into the mines.
Right, but he also called us insects.
That's hurtful.
I don't... It is. It made me a little angry. I'm not...
We can...
I wanted to smash his...
It's also a day away. If we go... If we go now, we'll get there and we'll have literally one day left. If worst case happens, he's gonna fight us in full form. I don't see how that's a bad thing.
He seemed very powerful, is all I'm saying. And I know...
Sorry, you're cutting in and out.
It's not a great idea to be me thinking logically right now. I don't really want to go pick a fight with him.
Well, I'm not saying pick a fight with him. From everything you were saying, you sound like you just don't interact with him and you'll be fine. He's going to attack you in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But I'll do whatever you say. It's your decision.
Well, what do you guys think? I don't want to risk anybody's well-being on this guy, but he did not give me a good vibe.
How much of the silver did you strip out of the mine? Like how much was
the whole floor?
The first, second floor were already completely stripped of what has been there without further digging. The third floor, they stripped as much as they could, and you're using all of it now.
So that would mean the only place to go would be deeper, which is allegedly where you said this guy was.
I have a feeling.
I
didn't see him go down there.
If that's the case, the only way for you to get more silver is to come across this guy. If he's down there.
I'm just going to state my business, mind what I need to him, stay out of his way.
Neff, do you think you would fuck with us?
For the only fact that you went in, grabbed 30 pounds worth of ore, and didn't see him. I don't...
Yeah, that's true, Dad.
I don't want to be there if a guy's going to vomit green gas at me either. Unless we find another silver mine, that's it.
Yeah.
We have 5 potions amongst us, so obviously I'm going to take one, you're going to take one, and then you're going to take 3 more. So I have to go back. If you guys aren't here, that's probably the best. But I will eventually go back. If we don't want to as a
I don't want you to go back alone.
Then that's fair, but I will stay here for everyone's protection. And
I know.
Within the month, I will go back.
I know. You're stubborn. I wonder where I get that from.
As he chuckles as well. But that discussion is for a later time. What do you want to do now?
Yeah.
As he's asking in general, but really looking at Neff.
Yeah. Guys, I want your opinions, because your opinions matter. I don't want to leave this mine kind of, unprotected. because my dad is going to go back. But I don't know if we want to go pick a fight with them. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. Because we usually end up in fights. So.
I wonder why that happens.
Yeah, I know. I can't help it. It's fight.
I have a dumb question. How close was the tunnel that we passed through to get to this area to the mine?
A couple of hours.
So if we were going...
From the tunnel that you guys had to move, that's a couple hours from where you are. And it's a day to the mines.
Okay.
You're closer to that tunnel than you are to the mines. As our Edward is half paying attention, currently starting to code things and measure, and he's starting his own little burner. And he's just throwing every pile of branch and piece of house that he can to just start heating this up. Because he doesn't have his full gear with him.
Edward, I have a dumb question to pose for you.
Yeah.
If we left you and Neff
Yes.
at the entrance to the mine, not the entrance to the mine, the entrance from where we came in, the tunnel.
Tunnel, yeah.
If we left y'all at the entrance to the tunnel with all the ingredients necessary to make this potion, and you two finished off making this potion with the two ingredients we haven't prepared because they need to be prepared the day of, the monk shroud and the moon seed, correct? If we left you at the entrance to the tunnel with Neff, and y'all finish the potion, or at least finish preparing the ingredients, shift, and we're all at the entrance to the mine, even at full tilt werewolf superhuman speed, would you be able to make it to the entrance to the mine before sunup?
Do you have control when you shift?
No, that's the point of this potion. If I'm at the mountains where the cave is, and I shift, I don't know where I'll end up. That's about a day's worth of trip. I seriously doubt that I will make it there.
So you're saying if we get outside of, like, if
you trap me in the stone, that's usually why those rolls are there. The wolf's not cognitive enough to know that he needs to push and move.
Gotcha. So the way I see it, we can either trap them in there, complete the potion, and then next morning we have.
We cannot trap both of us in.
Oh yeah, fair point.
All right, so I'm not there, but I want to say something to the player. There's a trap thing in the basement area, so one could be in the basement area, and one could be
that's
in
the safe point. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we still have that intact.
Yes, that is all secure. Because you left that secure and intact, so you do have two locations versus destroying it or.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Ooh, road trap sense.
Yeah.
Love it.
So if I can move to there and put myself in there and just keep myself locked up. And if you guys want to go to the mine, if that's what you're pitching, that's literally.
Well, I mean, if we've got two trap points, it's kind of a moot point. Like, so long as we can get both of you in a secure position where you're not going to be able to get out and hurt somebody or yourself.
That's the point of those, traps.
But we still have to do the maintenance and moving the stones back to secure.
I mean, with all of us there, we could probably do it.
Yeah, just give me at least a sandwich or something, and I'll occupy myself for a day.
Okay.
Alright, so it looks like
we can figure something out, but what about the mines?
I say that's a
different
different problem for a different day. Like right now, our focus is on you two shifting and the potion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have to go back into the mine until like another month or so, well, less than a month. But
after
this is
3
the main
days,
concern.
Right.
I'll migrate over there. I have to.
Yeah. So after the full moon hits, maybe we go back.
Yeah, I'd be in favor of going in.
Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah. I think that maybe in terms of having a more permanent place for everybody to kind of exist besides just camping out, maybe we should scout around and see if we can find something to. I mean, obviously the area in front of the mine sounded okay, but
I know that the reason why I picked this area is because
it's remote.
It's remote.
Yeah.
For days.
I was just thinking like caves or something, maybe by the beach or something we missed that we weren't looking for.
If you guys want to do that,
I mean, there were
totally.
fishermen down by
Yeah.
the beach. It stands to reason that there's at least some little like shack or something down there.
Or
Not that I'm not a fisherman. So if you want to go investigate that,
Yeah, we're going to go
The
anyway.
places that are within a day trip while things
Sure.
are just brewing.
yeah, I'll be busy here. You guys do what you want.
Okay.
You're adults now.
I'll go down to the beach with
Yeah.
Sonya.
Okay.
Down to the beach.
All right. And anyone else want to scout out the beach then?
I do.
Okay.
I think I'm going
Patronus,
to
Patronus.
stay put,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attempt to. Put the house back together as much as possible.
He's already burning it
Yeah.
for the fire.
Your dad's kind of burning a lot of it right now to start the enough heat
Okay.
that he needs to start melting the
Can
silver.
you build a superstructure over the basement? So it's like a little shack.
What if
You
I?
can if you want to start putting a more structure on the basement to have more pressure on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Roll me a general strength check.
A general
Okey-dokey.
contractor check.
Yeah, roll me contract check, please.
General contracting.
And
I love this
so
dice tray, I don't
let's for the next 6 hours.
general strength.
What did you get?
20. Dirty 20.
20. Okay. You find enough supplies and heavy furniture and whatnot and stone, things that will not burn, and you just put it right there next to the door, so you can just push it over if you need. Excuse me. That's a
Okay.
burn. All right. So 6 hours have to pass. Add 6 hours to your Patronus. By the time you guys get there, so it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, so it's about 2 p.m. now. I need everyone that is on the trip, if you are searching for a cave, to first of all, roll me a perception check to see if we find anything.
24.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
I get a 10.
Because I saw that first cave from last time. It was a cave.
Okay. All right. What did you get? I'm sorry.
I got a 10.
10. Okay. So, as you guys are searching, the kids are also looking, and eventually they just start picking up stones. And by the time that you guys are really trying to gather what you need and like start looking at start making a game plan, they are already swimming. They're enjoying their time. You do notice that most of most of the people that are here, most of the 4 kids, 3 of them are the youngest, and one of the oldest came to supervise. And they're just swimming, having a fun time. And you actually see the oldest see like just mentioned sorry.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys take off in different directions, but enough that you can see each other. Sonya kinda you have like some hunch that you just need to keep going a little bit further, and when you start going to the woods, just a little bit further, to a point where you can no longer see them, and you're in a different direction into the woods, but still within your area that you need to be. And you do find a small little cove going inward. It's a tiny little entrance. You have to kind of crawl, but you're just curious just enough to put yourself on the dirt, start crawling through, making your way in all soldier style, and then there's a little ledge that just drops, and it's a good cave. It's dark in there. I mean, you see barely enough light that kind of peeks in through to see downward. You don't see an end, but you definitely see an entrance, and it's about a 10-foot drop, but it looks pretty big from what you can see. You don't see any danger or anything in there, but...
Have I noticed Sonya's gone yet?
About 10 or 15 minutes pass by of you guys splitting, and then you no longer see Sonya. Both of you.
Are we within eyeshot of each other?
You two are, yeah.
Do you want me to message her?
I mean, you can try.
Okay. I'd like to send a message to Sonya and just say, hey, are you okay? Where are you?
Sure, we'll say it's 120. Oh, you need to be able to see her.
Oh.
That's a caveat.
Yeah, line of sight.
Can I have a picture for my mind?
Oh.
See, that's the thing that I'm confused about, because it can go through walls where you wouldn't be able to see them.
You need to know where they are.
Okay. Like, basically directionally.
Yeah. Roll me perception.
Okay.
See if you have any inclination on where she
I'm
might be.
really a big fan of this number today. I got an 11.
11. You have no idea. You can try casting the spell if you want.
I mean, it's only probably been like 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't. Then that's fine.
Can I see if I see which direction she went off through the footprints in the sand?
Want me to survive?
Sure. Survival is wisdom. Hey, 18.
Yeah, you're finding a good trail, and you have a kind of inclination of where she would go, and then you start walking in that direction.
Okay.
You see him going off into the woods.
Okay.
Do you follow?
No, I think I need to stay with the kids.
Okay. Alright, just watch over. Maybe under 10 minutes or so pass as you're walking, and you see.
Do I see it from the hole?
You can hear him approaching.
Okay, I want to turn around the hole.
Because you had to like kind of push the other, like it's enough for you to crawl through, and that's about it.
Can I turn around? Like if I go from the ledge and then turn back?
No, you have to literally go backwards. Feet first.
Okay.
So you see Sonya's legs kicking, and then she starts scooting back.
I'm just gonna call out.
That
Sonya, is that intentional, or are you dropping into a sinkhole again? Because I don't want to. I don't want to go through that drama again.
If it's my time, it's my time.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
Damn.
Nah, I found a little cove over here, so.
Need some light?
That would help.
Okay. Look around, try to find like a small.
I guess I'm gonna
stone
try to
light.
back up and get out so I can.
Yeah, you cast light on stone.
Grab stone, light stone, hand stone.
You have a stone that is the right as a torch.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna be like, you watch me, but not watch me.
Gotcha.
Watch around me.
Hold out the hands, just say the word, dog.
Yeah.
Burning Hands is Barbarian prep. As you have your stone, you kind of cover light a little bit, and you kind of crawl over, and then you put it out. 10-foot drop in about a 30-foot wide cone before it breaks off into another section.
Ah.
Very perception.
I like that one. You're good. Not today. 12.
12. It looks pretty empty. Stone, stalagmites, little grubble here and there. You could have sworn you maybe saw a mole rat, but... And, it's empty. Cold. Very cold.
What do you see?
I found a mole rat.
And, it's a different, like, kind of sound as the, you're no longer hearing the ocean splash in the waves, and you don't smell the pine or the salt in the air. It's just a different atmosphere here, for sure.
Is there anything like I could see like that I might like collect or something?
No, it's a hole in the ground.
A hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll back up then.
A hobbit will be happy here. She kind of pops up still with light stone.
I was like, it's like a cave cove thing. It's like 10 feet, and then you have like a little air.
Air?
Go check.
Wait. Air.
Area.
Okay.
Like a little,
So I want to crawl into the hole, and I want to note whether or not I feel airflow into it.
Perception first.
Sure. Nat 20.
Oh!
Air does flow through here.
Cool. Okay.
Woo!
Well, if there's an entrance, that means there's an exit if there's airflow. I'm going to turn around and be like, I think this is something we could explore. Not just by ourselves, of course.
Yeah.
But I think there might be something down here. I don't know. Just call it a... Just take out a flask and wiggle it a little bit. Just a hunch. Bit of a hunch.
He's got a visual.
And then I'm going to take my lit stone, pull back out of the hole, go to the nearest adjacent tree to this hole.
Okay.
Mark an X.
All right.
Yeah.
You get it. What is it total? You got a nat 20.
I got a nat 20.
What is it
Perception's 24.
24 total. Okay. So again, different temperature. You hear the howl. You definitely sense the flow of air. Roll me a nature.
Can I assist?
No, this
No.
is just see if he's smart enough to know this.
Oh, because I would know it, but I don't know if my character would know it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Brian would probably understand these things.
This is a 10.
10. So, yeah, it just looks like a cave with stones coming from top to bottom, bottom to top, stalagmites, stalactites, rocks here and there. It looks fair enough and comfortable enough.
I still feel comfortable when you explore this thing.
Yeah.
Looks
Can
like a
both
cave.
of us get in it at the same time? Because it's in the tunnel.
One person has to crawl through.
Yeah.
From this entrance, yeah. But you can both hop down if you would like.
Yeah. Are you
Got your
inside?
rope?
Yeah. Wait.
It's 10-foot drop.
I don't know.
So now it's been like 20 minutes, and you hear no word from them.
Are the kids still swimming?
Yeah, they have a supervisor technically.
The oldest kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's y'all's age.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're all the same
Yeah,
age.
you're all 16. He's y'all's age.
Why didn't you fight the 16-year-old?
No?
No.
Oh well. I'm going to.
You want to just drop
mark
and then
trees? I'm gonna mark trees facing back the way we came.
Okay.
And just start going back towards the beach.
Sure. Fair enough.
I want to go inside the cave, the tunnel, real quick.
I'm gonna unlight one rock, pick up another rock, light it, and hand it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 1 second. I want to go back in. Can I find that mole rat?
Or perception.
Best pet ever.
17.
Do not see it.
Okay.
At all. I'm sorry.
Well, this is pretty fun.
So what are you doing?
I'm telling the kids to come back so we can.
Okay. By the time you guys head back to the beach.
Yeah.
By the time that they
Marking
start,
trees.
yeah, as you're marking your trees down, maybe 30 minutes or so pass by, 40, almost 45, almost an hour, and you guys regroup. You guys don't regroup in a specific spot, but you see off in the distance, and you guys go out together, and you regroup.
Like, Ferris, can you tell Bones? I'm going to look for something along the beach.
There's a cave. It's kind of a hanky
I wanna look
entrance
for
to get
sand
into it,
dollars.
but it's a decently sized cave.
Roll me investigation.
Like, good hiding place?
Potentially.
Like, kiddos?
Also potentially.
Do we know if
16.
it's safe?
16.
No.
As you guys are at the beach,
We
I should
pointed
be
some
playing
light
this
down
song.
in there. Like, we got a decently lit area that we
You
know
found
of.
7 good amount of them.
And I think it's worth scouting.
Cool. Yeah. It doesn't take very long to get over here, so maybe we can revisit.
Can I look for some, like, red shells? Or kind of maybe anything red along the shoreline that I could, I guess, maybe get some pigment off of?
Yeah, let's say that there is.
Okay.
You find a handful of
Handful.
stones that are red.
Red
That look
stones?
Like you can, yeah, that you looks like you can easily rub
Crush.
off and crush.
Can I look in my magic tome to see if there's anything I know of that would inhabit that kind of like a hiding, like small entrance cave?
Roll me history check. Because you have your book, roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
As long as you have your talent.
I do.
So, it's about 3 p.m. You guys can all add another hour to your training.
1 hour?
Yes.
I got
I want to take 5 minutes and check on the status of my sword.
It looks like he's still technically doing measurements and started sprinkling powder on top of it. He has not forged anything.
I'll just keep doing it.
Okay, fair enough. 14. Not to your knowledge. There are mystical creatures that do live in caves, but not from what they're describing. It looks pretty empty.
Okay, fair enough. Are there fishermen along the shore?
Not today, no.
Not today?
It looks pretty isolated for where you are, too.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna take us how long to get back to camp?
3 hours?
It depends on how fast the kids are. You 6 hours to get here.
6 hours to get here. I don't want to scout this without someone close range. Because you're a caster. I'm mostly a caster. She's a caster. Like,
Who's
we got
gonna
some,
be melee?
We got some problems if something gets up close and personal.
Who's gonna be the muscle?
Oh, sorry. There was a thing that you did notice that I forgot to mention in that cave. And it was just a little bit confusing at the beginning just because you are next to a beach, but you did hear driplets of water.
Okay. Okay, so yeah.
It's pretty good water.
We know there's water down there, but yeah.
Huh.
I mean, there's an air source and water source.
So what do we do? Do we send one of the kids back to the camp to spread the word and get us someone with a hammer or a sword or a...
I mean, I think that
or...
makes sense. Where did everybody go? Let's see what, a lot of them are doing practice, right? And then, where's Neff?
Oh, I don't know. Where is Neff?
Neff is,
She's making a makeshift.
Yeah, you watch the kids.
Getting stuff.
You're
I was
I believe that's what you said.
maybe building the thing?
building.
Oh yeah, you're currently grabbing stone and whatnot to further enhance your section of the trap where you can put one of the wolves in.
I don't know. You have a bat, and I have...
I left it back at camp.
I mean, if we just kind of like maybe hide and maybe see if there's anything that comes and maybe goes back into the hole or comes out of the hole that we didn't see, and just like not provoke it and just kind of just observe. I mean, unless it harms us first, then.
Just as a player, I'm so surprised Ryan doesn't want to burn stuff right now.
Not every
He did say he had burning hands ready.
He was ready to light it up.
But
I mean, if it's a creature or something, then.
Now, the other thing that we've had limited success with, because it's not 100% my specialty, but we can project an image or something down there and see if something reacts to it.
I mean, yeah, that could be it. If I can find something, like if I could find that little rat, I could ask it some questions. That Rufus.
Get Rufus!
Rufus!
Bones, do you have any rope?
I mean, you have Featherfall.
I do have rope. I have a...
You have Featherfall and Levitate. Okay.
I do. I have all those
I've
things.
got an idea forming.
I feel like we can do some damage.
I mean, we
can
have a few
Just
hours
don't wanna
before we
leave the
have
kids.
like miss dark before going back.
It is currently 3 p.m. So yeah.
Yeah.
Can Rose levitate herself?
Yeah.
So,
That's within the weight capacity, which I think is like what, 500 pounds. Yeah.
Okay. So why don't
I've been dieting. I'm good.
why don't we just do a little forward scouting, just the three of us?
Mm-hmm.
Drop into this hole, see what we see. Don't go far. If you run into any danger whatsoever, we rendezvous back at a point I'll have lit, and then levitate back up to the hole and then get the hell out of Dodge. Just quick.
Yeah, like
In, look,
try not to
out.
engage anything. Just go look, see, and then out.
Okay.
Avoid
Fine.
engaging with anything.
Okay.
Okay, I don't need to light everything on fire. Although it's very fun. And
Okay,
I do
I'm gonna
enjoy
tell the eldest
Uh-huh.
of the group of the
Yeah.
kids.
What's up?
We found like a little cave or something. We're gonna investigate. We should be back in like an hour, maybe 2 tops. Do you mind watching the kids or something?
As the kids are currently swimming. And then you see that his shirt's off and he's kind of dipping his toes into the water. I think that'll be fine.
Okay, I think we might be in yelling distance, so just yell really, really loud if something happens.
Yeah.
And then what?
Sure.
Let's say contingency if we're not back in
I just said like an hour
a
or 2.
couple hours, then maybe they should head
Where
back
is the
to-
kid? Just I'll watch you guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, you'll see the direction we go in. Just kind of watch us until we go away,
Yeah.
and then
There's X's on the trees, bud. Just follow the X's on where I have marked. That is where we are.
Okay.
yeah, but have fun till then. Enjoy.
All right.
Okay.
As you guys are starting to move out,
Is he going in?
Yes. He goes in.
So cute.
Okay. So, you guys are going into the cave.
Yes.
You definitely need a light source, so cast.
I'm pulling out the skull, baby.
And I have the canary lantern thing too.
You do.
Okay.
If we want to save your skull spell, it's a cantrip, isn't it? So you're probably good.
Yeah, light's a cantrip. I can cast it as many times as I
Okay.
want.
So, add another hour to each person that is concentrating on the Patronus charm and keeping track of that, please. I will just
At
say
this point,
that
I'm also going to be training my pet.
your pet.
My actual,
And I'm
yeah,
gonna
my
be
bat.
training
Okay.
with Mia now.
One more time.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna train with her too.
With the
Around her
Patronus?
area, I'm not by myself. in
Okay,
the woods.
for sure. All right. Is there any little thing that you guys wish to do specifically, or are you just
Straight training.
I'm straight training.
just straight up training?
Really want to learn it.
Yeah. Is there anything specifically that you guys want to do as you guys are training together? Artie and Mia?
Sorry, what?
Is there anything specific that Artie and Mia wants to do other than just train?
No.
Okay.
This is like our hackathon.
This is y'all's hackathon. Got it. Okay. So.
All the fun's in the beach.
We gave up on that.
How many do you have? You have 20 hours already? I hate you.
All right. So, it is going to be currently 4 p.m. as you guys are entering this cave. So,
Sweet.
You cast light on another stone?
No. We're going skull.
All right. You cast light on another stone.
Can I look if there's any, like, I guess, like, tracks that aren't ours on the way to, like, the entrance?
On the way to the entrance?
All right, like, near the entrance, like, maybe, like...
Perception?
Okay. 12?
You see no tracks. Other than the ones that you left before. Okay. So you guys start. Who's going in first?
I'll take lead. I've got the skull.
You push your way in. Rope or levitation?
Huh?
Rope or levitation?
Well, I was going to suggest rope, but
Why don't you rope just
do you
save the
rope?
levitation just in case?
Yeah, levitation's like
I do
level
100%.
Yeah, it's a level spell.
Okay.
You managed to put the rope
I have a
out
dungeon
of the cave, tie it up neatly as hard as you can. Double check to make sure. Put the rope and lets it fall, and you see easily the rope. It's way longer than what you need.
Okay. Sweet.
So,
I said sweet.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah. As you start climbing down, it's a 10-foot drop, so even if you mess up, you're safe enough distance that you're okay.
Okay.
You go down first. You have your skull out. You look. You see nothing of entrance. You hear a little bit more. Now that you're in here, find the droplets of water. Who goes next?
I'll go next.
All right. You start climbing down. Get in there. You fall?
Yes,
all right.
absolutely.
I need all 3 of you to roll on perceptions.
I
was expecting a saving throw. I was like, oh, fuck me.
I want to be an adventurer.
23.
Nice.
Okay, at it.
5.
Okay.
So only I
got a 4.
4.
Oh, yeah.
As you guys see nothing, it's cold in here. Eerily cold.
Oh no.
You hear the rapidly of the wind just almost seep through the other trees as it's blowing. You're looking around and you still have your mind on footprints. And you do.
What?
You still have your mind on word footprint as you just this is what you were searching for outside.
Oh yeah.
Only been about 5 minutes or so. And you do manage to see a footprint. No shoed, barefoot, humanoid, 5-toed footprint. This big.
Oh shit.
Can I cast?
At the moment, and it looks like it's been put into the dirt, like it was like it just sunk into mud.
Can I cast see invisibility?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna cast see invisibility.
All right. What's the range? 60 feet of you that you can see.
One action. It doesn't say feet. It just says self. Range of self.
Let's see the card. See invisibility. Alright, so as long as you have eyesight then, yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so, guys, her eyes slightly shift in color, and you cast see invisibility. And as you scatter around, you currently see nothing.
Okay, that's an hour or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to show y'all, I'm just like, does anyone know what makes this? And I point to the footprint.
Can I look it up?
Roll me history.
Do I?
If you're using your tome, you can add an advantage to it.
I don't trust my rolling anymore. That is a 13.
13. The only thing you can think of is a giant.
I'm scared of a giant. I don't think that's reasonable. Maybe in 30 feet, maybe it is, but how would he get in?
I don't know. Do we see another entrance or exit from
No,
here?
you see a tunnel going downward.
At the
30
tunnel?
foot, and then the tunnel.
Okay.
And the tunnel is about 10 feet. It is almost wide enough for what you can imagine a giant punching down and moving through.
Do I see any animals?
No, actually. Not here. It's
Is
pretty
Ferris
barren where you are.
What do you guys think about Ferris lighting a stone and like throwing it down the tunnel?
I'm reasonably sure if I drop concentration
Not
on
on the skull, but and I've got the canary light.
it's gonna go really dark really fast.
Well, the canary light
You
is.
still have your canary light.
Is
yeah.
it pretty?
It lights up
strong?
15 feet around you.
Okay.
Okay. So, with that being said, I guess I'll drop concentration on the skull.
You still have light?
Grab a stone. Light said stone.
Alright.
I'm going to walk towards the tunnel.
Okay.
Like, slowly.
Okay.
I'm trying to be as cautious as I can.
Roll me stealth. And then after that, roll me perception.
Does the floor seem solid as we've been walking around?
It's
not like we're in water or
It's not at the
sand or...
moment, but with that footprint, you can totally tell that this was either flooded, water got in here, something.
Mm-hmm.
And that footprint was just imprinted on here. But everything else is just dirt.
So the stealth is a 10.
Okay.
And the perception's an 18.
As you go and you fairly certain that you're not making any noise, have light on your stone. If you open it up, lights up, so you still have it on you. You go, and you just so rancid coming through the end as the wind kind of blows. And like rancid decay and maybe iron, something just disgusting. Fish. It smells really bad.
Alright. Yep. Nope. Done with this place. Turn around and start moving very stealthily back towards them.
Okay.
Bones, are giants, like, nice? Or how is their attitude?
With your role, there is a vagueness on your understanding of giants. The misconception there is one type is appalling and maybe even racist. There's different types of giants with different customs, different forms of living. The most basic and common would be the hill giants that live in hills and some small mountains. All the way up to the Norwegian giants that are very formally trained and military-ish, that akin to the stories of and legends of Thor and whatnot. So it just depends on where you are, what they are. I mean, they're intelligent. That's a loose term, but they're intelligent creatures.
Yeah, I mean, they're sentient.
Yes,
right?
they're sentient. They are sentient magical creatures.
Do I know of anything in this area? I'm sure I would have looked.
Yeah, not unfortunate with your role. You just know there's different types of giants.
Am I back with them?
Yeah, easy.
Okay, I'm gonna say whatever's down here is eating something disgusting.
Oh.
That cave smells like would I know it smells like basically rotted something or other?
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
Yeah. Something down there's rotting. I don't trust it. Like, feeling in my gut screaming at me. I do not trust that at all. I don't even want to throw the lit stone down there. No thanks. No, I'm good.
I mean, would I know about cave trolls?
Yes, you would. This would not be an adequate location for a cave troll.
Okay, because I know they're pretty smelly. They're renowned for their smelliness.
Yes, they're also very loud. And they would leave a lot of markings and territory. This looks, quote unquote, too clean for a cave troll. Also, you're not really, well, this doesn't feel the atmosphere for a cave troll.
Like, if we're gonna go down here and explore this further, I'd prefer we have backup. This does not seem safe.
Well, and my thought was with the footprint and the water, what if we're just at low tide and when it's high tide this thing fills up? I mean, that could be a thing.
That's also true.
Kind of far, but you never know what kind of interconnecting. I don't know. It would be nice to have a little hidey hole somewhere, but...
I have an idea, but it's really dumb.
Is it fire related?
No. For the first time, I'm not thinking with my flesh.
Very valid.
Wow.
Okay.
Question.
So, we get halfway up the rope on our way out. I'll go up last, and then as I'm getting towards the top, I'm going to chuck this lit stone as hard as I can down that tunnel, and then get the hell out of Dodge on the off chance that something decides to come barreling out of it.
Okay. And then what is our block for stopping them from barreling out at us?
I doubt it could get us out. I doubt it can follow us out the tunnel. So if we're already in the tunnel...
You did have to squeeze to get through.
Yeah. Since the footprint's this big, I doubt it can squeeze in. So if we're in the tunnel when something bad happens, then I think we're safe.
Sounds reasonable to me. I'm kind of interested to see what it is.
Get up the rope. Let's do this.
For better, for worse.
Who's going up first then? Ferris is going out last, if I understood that correctly. Who's going up first?
Do you want to go?
I'll go first.
Okay.
You climb up. Give a little away. Wait a couple seconds. you also climb up. You're about halfway there.
Let's get a little higher.
A little bit higher. You're about 3/4 of the way there.
Little.
All right. 8/10 of the way there.
Okay, cool. Turn around.
All right, roll me dexterity. Shut up, Discord.
My phone went off at the same time. You're still logged into my account.
Oh, yeah, I never logged out. Yeah.
Nat 20, baby.
Ooh. As you make the angle, super.
+2, that's 22.
That baseball.
Baseball
still,
skill.
and it kind of swings in roll perception at the same time.
More in the tunnel.
9.
9. Okay. As you see, it goes all the way straight, and you're just waiting, and then you go, and you see the light go through, and you see fish parts everywhere. You also see a broken, what looks to be a sack of fur. You're not sure what it could be, but some type of wild something broken and just left there. And the stone goes, it hits a stalactite, falls to the ground. You do not see what's going up. As you quickly pull yourself up, you hear nothing. A minute passes by.
I'm still holding concentration on that lit stone.
Nothing happens. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. 15 minutes.
I'm assuming that the hole that we entered in can only occupy one person at a time. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna back out of the hole and be like, okay, I ain't seen nothing. This might just be abandoned. I'm still holding concentration on that lit stone down there. If we had pissed something off by lighting it up, we'd know by now.
I still see invisibility.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, just in case. Do you want to try to go further a little bit? I mean, if nothing's came by now. I mean, worst comes to worst, we have Lee with levitate, and we can do.
How many days do we have till full moon?
3 days. 3 moons.
3 days?
2.5 now. Since it's currently 4.
Let's get the kids, go back to camp. Tell them what we found. See if Edward knows anything about it. If he does, and says it's not safe, we won't pursue it further.
Maybe
if
we
he
can ask
doesn't,
about animals around the area or something.
And worst case scenario, we'll go scout it again tomorrow. Because we have a firm way of getting back there once we've reached the beach. So.
Okay. Is there, like, any rocks near, I guess?
Yeah, there'll be some stones in.
Okay. We're out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to put some rocks and put it at the entrance of the tunnel, so if, like, anything comes in or out, the rocks should move with it, so we know.
Okay. Kind of block it off.
Yeah. And then whenever we get out, I want to cover the hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brush and stuff.
Yeah.
You're out, you start putting stuff to naturally hide that hole, and you guys do successfully. You head back to town? Back to town, sorry, back to
the beach.
Back to our shack.
Back to the beach and
get the kids, and then go back to the little burnt down house. Sorry, Neff.
Sorry, Neff.
So, are you guys expeditiously going there, or are you taking your time?
It's like, what time is it by the time we get back?
Right now, it's currently still 4:30.
Okay, we'll get back with the kids, like, accounting for time delay. We'll get back at what, 10?
Yeah, if you guys just naturally just walk. Yeah. So.
Didn't you say 7 if we were fast?
6 with the kids and everything. Yeah. Just doing it in between 5 to 7, so 6. Okay. So it'll be about 10 p.m. Did you guys, is that all you're doing, just Patronus?
The entire time.
Alrighty then. Then, I mean, there's not really much to do, so I understand. So add another 6 hours to your training.
God, I hate you. I hate you so much.
We got 6 more hours.
Oh.
As you guys do get a food break by the time everyone gets back. Some one of the kids will be carrying.
We have a Nate ability.
Don't take
at 10 p.m. there'll be a dinner break then. Sorry.
Should get a
You want you don't have to eat it.
Take 2 minutes to eat.
Go back to training. You are so you guys come back, explain the situation. By the time you get back, you have a new weapon ready.
Sweet.
What?
Yours is taking a little bit longer. He says in a couple hours it'll be done, and you have a hand axe. A silver hand axe Silver, by the end of the night, yours will be ready. But it's the biggest one, so it takes a little bit more time.
Can I ask Edward? I want to show him the red stones. I'm like, can this be made for some kind of red pigment or some dye?
Yeah, let's get that and start scraping it off and start putting it in water, starts mixing it, and sees it. This could work. It needs to be a little bit filtered. But yeah, I can work with this.
Okay, here.
I'll
just give him them.
He grabs it, puts it in a pile of like things with notes and things written on the dirt, and he has his own little section of to-do list, and then he focuses back on making the great sword. So, for the purposes of your weapons, in about 11 p.m., your sword will be done. So in another hour. It is silvered, so anything that any monster that that has resistance to blah 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 blah, except for silvered, yours goes through that, aka werewolves. So
sweet. How many nails are in it? I'm trying to get a picture here.
There is about 12 nails.
Ooh.
Yeah. And
Ooh, I like it.
your weapon is considered now a piercing weapon instead of a block weapon.
Is mine still slashing?
Yes, so you're still flashing.
I officially have the weirdest great club on the planet.
Yep.
Can you put it in your bag of holding without?
But literally, it's
Hoping
exactly
the
the same
dimension.
other than...
Damage, attack, everything the same, except it just has the property of silver.
Okay.
Which a lot of things have resistance to damage unless it's silver. As for D&D. So, you guys explain everything that you guys encountered. And whatnot. Anyone that needs to eat can. If you need to take a short rest, you may. But you were asking Edward something.
Oh, just about the dye.
Okay, and
No.
that's all taken care of. So, it is currently 11 p.m. of the 3 more days left. Is there anything specific you guys want to do before we go to sleep?
So do we add another hour from that 10 to 11?
Yeah, if you want to continue to train, then yeah.
Sake.
I'm gonna.
Did we ask Edward about the animals?
You can.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
That would be good. Or just
Yeah, I'm
know
gonna
if
sit
he
down with
knows
Edward and be
anything.
like, so we found some shit.
As you explain everything that happened.
Love that technique.
Neb, how old are you? What, 16, 15 now?
16.
Neb's lived here for her entire life until she went to Hogwarts. So for 10 years of us living here, we've never encountered a single magical creature.
Really? Stuff is happening, man. We told him about the cave troll coming in, and or not the cave troll, the house elf. Wow,
Yeah.
I totally went off on that.
Yeah,
And the nun do.
yeah, those aren't reached this area. So I'm a little concerned at what that is. But at the same time, magical creatures tend to stick to themselves. That's why they've been here for so long, and the Muggles have not discovered them. So I wouldn't be surprised if we lived next to a magical creature and we never noticed. It's just the nature of things.
Do you think it's worth exploring?
I think it's worth curiosity's sake.
Yeah. Do you know what would reside there in this area?
Giant crab, I don't know.
There was something furry down there too. And
It
maybe it had eaten an animal, or
I don't know. I was there. As he's talking currently, I'm sniffing.
you know, we do have these undead minions.
Excuse me?
Oh, now you're speaking my language. I say in character and out loud.
He turns around and she's pouring silver down and starts hammering with the weapon.
No!
About midnight, he kind of gives you your blade. Still a little hot to touch. You go into 1 a.m.? Sure, it's to you.
During that hour that they came back,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna, during that hour from 10 p.m. to 11, I'm gonna go up to Sonya.
Yes.
And give her my vial that I got from the goblin. It's
That's
weightless
what it was.
liquid.
Sure.
And I'm gonna say, hey, can you do me a favor and can you please tell me what the hell this is?
Sure.
You want to cast that what?
Yeah. While I'm doing this, does anyone else have anything that they need to be identified?
You know, we have
get
Osiris's
this done out of
little.
the way.
What was it, like a window or a mirror where we could watch the little.
Oh, the goblins?
The goblin house.
Yeah, you guys have a couple of magic items that you have not tried to.
I would like to know.
Can we just
that's
make
the
a
one thing
pile?
that I think I
Make a
got.
pile.
So.
I'll be like, I got this weird mole.
I can try. I could try.
So, yeah.
What's in the pile?
He says that as
What's
he's
in the
going
pile?
to
Okay, I have your vial.
So each time you cast a spell, it's each
Casting time's 1 minute.
yeah. So 1 minute, and you will, unless you're doing it as a ritual, but 1 minute, and that's one spell slot. Take it,
Okay, I can take up to 4, and then I'm out for the night.
and then you can do it as a ritual. That will take an hour. It takes up no spell slots.
I mean,
So-
it's very like.
Do you
dark
have
time.
a limitation at a ritual too? It's like for one.
As long as you can physically keep doing it, yeah. So it'll take you 4 minutes to identify these next 4 items, and then anything else will take another hour. So if you want to buy 5th item, that'll take an hour. A 6th item, take another hour, another hour, another hour, another hour, so on and so forth.
Alright, well, how many things do we have right now?
So you have the liquid, the mirror.
I want to give you my canary thing too, because I feel like there's something else in there. Maybe.
I'm gonna
Maybe it's
ask
not just a
Edward
light.
really quick.
Sure.
Do you have another like short sword lying around somewhere that you don't use? Out of curiosity.
He looks around at his completely destroyed and burnt house.
I know it's destroyed.
No. You can
I don't
certainly
think I have
look
anything.
through my burnt rubble.
So while they're doing
Every time he says that, I'm just gonna go up to my dad and hug him.
He hugs you back, and he looks at you. Sorry, I'm a little groggy.
Oh, I have a bowl.
It's getting there. My time of the month's happening.
I understand you. Seriously, I do.
Oh yeah, I forget. Yeah. Weird.
So since he can control it, does he shift at the full moon too?
Oh, you're asking the DM or the players?
You.
Yeah, you already experienced
I'm
it.
technically not around.
Huh?
Because I'm like off.
Osiris experienced it. He hasn't
On my
experienced
own.
it yet.
Yeah.
Frozen.
No,
Because
yeah.
I
You
don't
you've
remember.
already as Osiris, you've already experienced it. Yeah, he was a werewolf the entire time.
But I mean, I'm saying like when the full moon comes around, he's able to
Doesn't
still
have to
control
shift.
it during the full moon.
Well, he
He-
keeps his brain, but he still turns.
He is in shit form for the entire
But he-
time.
But he doesn't go crazy.
He does not go crazy.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's what I was
Okay.
curious.
Yes.
I have doing that bowl. Can that Omni purified the book?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, so that's your third.
that's the 4th.
4.
I have the
Okay.
liquid, the mirror,
Anything else?
the canary, and the bowl.
Unless I don't.
There, I'm only saying this because this is the third time I've mentioned this. Someone has a magic item they have in their possession, and they've never looked at, and they made note of looking at it further, and they have not. And if you didn't write it down, then that's kind of the player's fault. But
You're not looking at me, so I assume.
I mean, he's looking
Okay.
over here, but I don't know what
I
it
was
is.
trying to look at
The
it.
only thing I know of is the skull I
Is it my
gave
pebble?
Thomas.
Is
Wait,
it,
which one
You
has
did a
it?
pebble.
Tell me
someone
which one
was watching.
has it, so
Yeah. hold on.
is it
I
the skull?
no.
No,
We did the
You've already
skull.
identified the skull.
We did
Yeah,
the
we've already
skull.
identified the skull.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
saying
have
you
anything.
you took it from a dead aura.
I had a
That's
wand?
The broken hourglass?
Nope. It's a pouch. It's a mini pouch hole that holds 8 items,
Well, that wasn't me.
and there's items in it.
Is that me?
That was you.
Is that me?
100%.
I never made a note of it.
I don't think it was me. I just had
So,
a broken sword.
And this was.
I'll toss down the armored
Companion,
pouch.
right?
No, I thought Neff had it.
I could.
Nip, do you have an aura's pouch?
I don't have an orange pouch.
Do you have a what?
Do you have the
Aura's
aura's
pouch.
pouch?
Aura's pouch?
Yeah, it's a pouch of holding.
Dead orange pouch.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
that was mine.
whoever has it. well,
Okay, I have 2 people now saying it was me, so I must have it.
Okay, it has 8 slots.
You took the
You always
potions
do
out
the
of it.
bodies. One of you two always
Right?
do the bodies.
Yeah,
I haven't done
there
it in a
was
while.
potions of healing that you took out of it. So there's
Hey, I
currently
tried to loot bodies, but I
3
didn't get
items
nothing.
stored in that.
I know. I always try to loot at the back.
One from the distance looks like a stick, and then 2 pebbles.
Gotcha.
So there's those 3 items in there, and then the other pockets are empty. So, first item that you are identifying, which is?
Let me do Neff's liquid.
Alright. Next.
The mirror has to wait. It's gonna be the
For,
couch.
for us,
I'm going back to
Thank
the.
you.
we have what, like probably an hour or so before everybody falls asleep.
It is current. By the time he's gonna be done,
I'll be done in 5
well,
minutes. I'm gonna
not
get
done,
for us.
but we're gonna this is currently midnight towards 1 a.m., which you're still training your returns.
Don't worry
People are-
about my canary.
By the end of
That's
this,
more
it's going to
I
be
was gonna do
1
the-
a.m.
Wait, okay.
So
You don't want me
first-
to do your canary?
if you're gonna do pebbles.
Well,
or
I can
whatever.
not do the mirror. Like, it's nothing harmed us, but, like, if you have the canary, I wanna... Oh, you have a bird. I wanna know about the bird.
Okay, let's next. Okay, if you want to know about the bird, you want to know.
Okay.
About
Oh, we know it lights up and it doesn't.
And the
So-
mirror hasn't helped us.
The liquid, you know that it's come from the School of Enchantments. It is literally enchanted water. The purposes of testing. No other purpose at all. It has no other properties. It's just
Test
enchanted
things.
water. You could assume. It is literally water, pure H2O that has been enchanted.
Say the pouch for last.
Okay?
Let me do Bones' Little Canary.
That is also an enchantment that has enchantments with a little bit of conjuration in there, but the conjuration is specifically light. So it functions as a light spell. Functions anywhere. It's a little bit more powerful than the Luminous Charm, but it's currently within the Canary. And it's very mechanical in property.
Okay. Liquid Canary. Let me do the bowl that was holding the, I guess, the holy liquid for the book.
Okay, when you do cast Identify on it, you sense no magic in it at all. And remember,
So
this
just a
bowl
just a
cracked.
bowl. Ferris, can you fix my bowl later?
Can I fix your? You can't mend magical items like that. You need
It's-
something way
It's
more-
non-magical.
It's non-magical.
Non-magical? Oh. Sure, I guess.
We cast mending.
Hell, I
it's
can
a
still
bowl
do
now.
it now.
Okay.
It's a bowl.
Still a bowl. Okay.
Now it's a bowl.
Not. Okay.
It used to be part of something, which you have no idea what it could
Don't
have been.
try to smoke it, though.
Broken bowl. No, okay, it's not broken anymore.
It's a pretty big bowl, isn't it? It's book that it is.
Yeah, it's a large container.
Okay.
So what is the last?
Let me do that pouch.
The pouch. Well, you know that the pouch definitely has more magic in it, which, to be honest, a little bit of illusionary, but mostly transmutation. It has another magic item within it. Pouch itself is magical, and you see that it's specifically called a pouch of holding. Holds 8 items. The total capacity and weight has to be 50 pounds within the pouch itself. So any 8 items that, as long as it's within 50 pounds collectively. These 2 stones do not seem magical at all, but whatever that stick is magical, and that also has the enchantment. And whenever you pull it
The
out,
stick?
yes, you have to cast it as a ritual to identify whatever the stick would be. If you want to, just it's up to you. It functions like a bag of holding, so whatever you want. Also, you can kind of see.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
All right, so you do not open the pouch.
Bear
Just
in mind,
go ahead.
I am like leaving this pouch with you. I am rolling out my bedroll in front of the tent, and I am passively flying from that.
It is currently 2 a.m. for you now.
That's fine.
And you do not put the pouch out, you just have cast Identify as a ritual spell out of pouch. And it is enchanted, and whatever is inside has the enchantment fly spell casted on that piece of wood.
Okay. It's an enchantment spell.
Mm-hmm.
You said fly?
Whatever that piece of wood that's inside there has specifically the spell called fly. It's casted on it.
I have a question. So, is it the next night is the full moon, or is there one more?
So there'll be one. So it is currently 2 a.m. So you have 2 more days until a full moon. So one day passes, the next day will be the full moon.
Okay, cool.
Do I know how to?
I
How
am
do you?
literally staying up until 4 hours before the moon cracks into the trunk.
You will have points of exhaustion. Okay.
That's what that 4 hours is for.
All right. So you're gonna stay the whole day up only just practice some returns. And then the next day, that's all that you're going to do. Okay, cool.
Okay, do I know, it says how to use, I guess, the spell, and if it requires attunement?
Mm-hmm. So, it does not require attunement, and you would know that there is nothing to do to cast it. It is casted on the item. So
How big is the stick?
It's in a pouch, so from what you can see, it looks like just a stick.
Okay,
you have to physically grab it.
Yeah, can I think stick and then pull it out?
Yeah. And then you have the broom in your hand.
I fucking knew it.
There you go.
Ah!
Ew.
Hey!
So, that my item, specifically the broom, of flying.
What's flying?
Which is, let's see.
And the pebbles are nothing?
They're gems. They're worth money.
Oh, okay. Oh, gems.
Yes.
Okay, was there anything else in that pouch? Because
That's
that's 3 things.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So,
Long rest.
alright, sleep. Since, is there anything that anyone wants to do?
I'm going to step at least 2 more hours, guys.
Okay, at 2 more hours. So, is it, to start the next day, because of time, is there anything that anyone wants to do specifically the day before the full moon? You're, doing your stuff. Anything, does anyone want to do specifically that we can note now?
I want to practice throwing with my new weapon.
With your, okay. It works, it doesn't even feel like there's any weight added or anything. It feels pretty much the same, but you're gonna, but you're sitting there practicing it. Anything specific?
I just want to scout around with 4 level.
Okay.
I want to look at those gems and see if I can figure out a monetary value to
Each one is worth 50 gold.
Easy
enough.
You know what number I'm shooting for.
Everybody who's left.
It's a good question.
I mean, it's going to be throughout the gathering there. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask everybody who's left if they will come with me to help move that boulder back in front.
Boulder has been moved.
Yay.
Does that mean both of
And
them
I
or just
also-
the one?
Both.
Did you have
Okay.
to set out the sign? Isn't there a sign?
No.
That was for them to communicate with
It's
each other.
only for us.
Yeah. Okay. So, is Jericho?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Just because we have the weapon, does that mean we're like proficient with like
If,
short sword?
if you are proficient with the short sword, you're proficient with the silver short sword.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's like if someone gives you a great sword, you're not proficient with it.
Oh, so just like a newer weapon.
Yeah. So you're proficient with that. Is there anything specific that you want to do?
Continue pushing.
Okay. Are you going to do it the same way that he's doing it?
No.
Okay.
I'm actually taking my time.
Okay. Sonya, is there anything specific that you want to do?
I want to see if I can maybe probably meditate or something to see if I can see anything that might happen in the next few days, or maybe like even when I'm asleep, try to see if I can.
Percentiles.
Oh,
I actually want to do it up to 8 hours so I
I
get
want to
some
do
sleep,
something else
but
as well.
I mean like the exhaustion thing, like with 4 hours not cure my exhaustion.
Nope, you need a full
Then I'll
8
do
hours.
the
it's
8
not
hours.
109. It's a 19.
19? Okay.
Yeah.
So just
Unfortunately,
tell me how many hours that is.
so a total would be 16 hours added to y'all's sheets to get rest, food, nutrition, time, because it's physically
And that's
exhausting.
with me
Or the
skipping
night.
sleep that one night.
Wait,
If you are
I'm sleeping.
the number that I told you, add 8 hours to it
Okay.
for the next day, and then add 8 hours to it the day of the full moon. So we are coming back the day of the full moon.
a 10 and 9 is 19.
So
What was the 10 digits?
It's a 1 and 0.
Okay, so there'll be 19.
19,
yes.
okay, then.
Yeah.
so that's 16 hours. That's with sleep and food.
That's with sleep, food. You guys are not hindered in any way. Maximum amount of time for you guys to train in your Patronus tribes. So, with that,
So
what
I
is
get
your hour?
24 because I skipped a night of sleep.
If you skip the night of sleep,
I'm sleeping the second night.
you would have
before
1
the-
point of exhaustion.
So even with the 8 hours of sleep during the day before that night.
If you're skipping sleep today, the next day you're going to train, and then the next day you're going to sleep, you will not have a point of exhaustion. But you still keep the numbers that I told you. which is whatever number you have, plus 8. Sorry, plus 16.
Yeah, so 16 plus 8, 24.
Yes.
And that's with no exhaustion.
That is with no exhaustion.
Do that.
So
I'm at 48 hours of Patronus.
I'm at 46.
Okay.
Also,
God.
is there any way I can, I guess, whenever I try to, if I sleep and dream, maybe if I try to control my dreams a little bit more?
Because I was doing.
One more time.
Like, whenever I go to sleep and I, like, have kind of dreams, is there any way I can try to, like, manipulate them a little
Not
bit
at
more?
this moment without any additional aid.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
One more thing I want to do
Yeah.
at some point is I want to get Artie relatively with Mia or whatever, and I want to ask him why the name Grindelwald made him upset.
When we will do that next game.
Yes, that works for me. I just wanted to state it. But also I'm doing Patronus and pet training split, so.
Split, then add 8 hours of Patronus and add 8 hours of pet training.
Can I do Patronus also?
Cool.
How many days do you want?
Like a day and a half.
Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours of Patronus.
And that's a good question. With Fifth Boom, I know I'm already tuned to it, but
Yes.
I'm not proficient.
No, you would add just your dexterity.
Oh, okay.
Yes, to the hits.
Okay.
And you would normally, it would be 1 point of damage. If you're in your wolf form, you add your claws as damage. On top of the d6 of fire.
Okay.
Alright, so, with that said, next game, after a little bit of explanation on the Grindelwald situation, did anyone want to go back and explore the cave? If that's also on the table? And
Yep.
if not, then...
Yeah, I want to explore.
Definitely.
Okay, alright, we'll add that to the list of things, and then it'll be the full moon.
Okay.
And I said scouting, right?
Yes, you and Borlong were scouting.
Yeah.
So,
Trying to see if he can smell any animal things.
alright, so, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. We will be back next week, and we'll see what happens. As always, this video will be edited, put a YouTube/stream production film. We have a Ko-fi, that's something that you're interested in. Please, if you're thinking about buying some dice vaults, check out our friends at Talon Claw. Like, subscribe, commento, all that shenanigans. And that's it, yeah. Alright, guys. Adios, and where the fuck is my wand? Alright, and the wand's at the ready, guys. Bye. See y'all later.
Bye.
That's your cue. Bye.